Done. And done. Whoop. Okay. So yeah, the day is gonna be a little earlier on the gaming news recap because yeah, 2 p.m. CEST. I have the sponsored segment for Bulwark, which will be very nice. And that was something I was already waiting for anyway. So are we gonna check how it is? But yeah, that's gonna be 2 p.m. So I kind of need to start with the news a little earlier to get through more. And even if I'm not done with it completely by 2 p.m., then I just gonna after the sponsored segment we just return for some more gaming news. Nice, Dave, nice. What's for breakfast? What's for breakfast? Alright, let's see. Got the new Wolfaris already. 50% off. Damn son. Very positive reviews. How's the Midgard doing actually recently? Mostly positive, That one I think kinda went places. I remember we played demo a while ago. Then I think it was kind of released somewhat kind of mixed or something. And seems like they kind of got it all back. Some saucy time. Nice, Steve, nice. Sounds good, Yeah, it's already 70% off also. $30. Well, by region at least. Seems good, Hey, next Gianello. How we doing, man? Oh yeah, the Forever's guy's got some new update. Alright. Take a reach unique, by the way. Hello, sir, and beat his breakfast. Why not? Sounds good to me. Yeah, this is the Subnautica but flying, Subnautica but flying. Sorta. Kinda okay in terms of reviews, The recent one's kinda like a little worse. Yeah, actually really good though, 88%. Nice, Naja, nice. Doing good, man, doing good, doing good, Hey, Secret, hello. How we doing? And the airship gardening update, alright. Say, well, the recent one's not that good, Oh, don't can recommend with how it runs, Yeah, member demo was quite something on my PC. The recommended resolution of 1080 and using lowest graphical settings experience harsh frame drops when exploring locations. Yeah, that one had some issues with performance for sure. 1700 X3D RTX 4070, 1400p and mid settings, dips below 60 to the 40s at the certain times. Yep. Not the best optimization. I guess not like super crazy bad, but yeah, that's also a really good PC though. A nice, good, nice. Sounds good. Doing good, man. Doing good. Performance absolutely abysmal on 1060 Ti. Game doesn't look very good, Frame drops to 3 FPS from 45 FPS. Damn, son. Definitely a work in progress. The performance still a bit of an issue then, alright. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Let's check what else was there. Yeah, the coffee stain sale actually. That's where Song of Conquest was on sale too. Deep Pro Galactic Survivor. $5. Deep Pro Galactic main stuff too. Nice, Survivor still also. If Spell Rogue 20%. That was nice. That's a nice one. Some dice building action. Yeah, here's the Songs of Conquest. Dude, $5. Holy, alright. Well, I mean, it's regional price, obviously, right? Probably like 10 for you or something. But that's good. I wonder if they did any updates. I don't think I've seen. Like, I follow them on Twitter and stuff, too. Q2 2024. So technically it should be soon. Like, I wonder where it's gonna be the good time if you haven't had that, because obviously when they're gonna be out of early access, they're probably gonna bump the price still. Summer sale maybe still, because technically the game was out in May, 10th of May. And I mean, still over a month until then, so technically they could try to release like the last big update for the campaign and just roll it out of early access 10th of May. So there might be kind of no decent sales until then. I would say that might be a good time, maybe 66%. Maybe would be a good time. Yeah, when the last campaign will be out, I'm gonna go play that for sure. Gonna go play that campaign for sure. See how that will go. The last faction left. As we descend. Not a deck builder. No demos yet. Sign up for beta. A roguelike deck builder with the soul of a strategy game. A recruit, upgrade, deploy your forces in tactical battles. No trailer though. Can't really see how it works. Yeah, I thought for a second maybe they kind of do it the same way Luton does in his, but doesn't seem like it. Seem like a bunch of units. Well, I guess it's like the cards become units that you then control. Yeah, draft a new unit, I assume. We'll see. Some bundles there, them hunt down for $2 already. That I remember when it was just out, like the regional price was atrocious, dude. It was so expensive. But yeah, Songs of Conquest, that seems kinda like a pretty good deal already. And that is the game I can always recommend. That's my jam. Shadow Corridor 2, a horror, I see. 2 and another. No, someone else, alright. Damn, not wishlisted, not played by Ella yet. That's a rare one. That's a rare one. Fidvilek. Oh, this one I see, this is some dink stuff. Seems like actually reviews are also really dink. Yeah, this is the interesting one. Now, JRPG even actually. Set in 15th century Slovakia. Embrace the role of an alcoholic Knight Pavel. Meet diverse and interesting characters to help you drive out the Hussites and Ottomans who blight this land. Take work. Really dink? Dink in a good way, or is it dink in a... I mean, judging by reviews, I guess it's dink in a good way, though. Stylistically, it does look way to dink. In a good way, alright. That was a demo also. Not anymore, though, it seems like. Yeah, it's going quack. I ran to brothel straight after praying at church. It's the wrong order, man. You go to brothel first, then you go to church. But they forgive you your sins, huh? The allergies acting up. Oh, the spring is coming. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. The most interesting RPG Maker game. So it is RPG Maker, actually, huh? Well, I guess, yeah, if you replace all those regular sprites with this dang stylized stuff, kinda does work. There's some really good reviews, actually, on this one also. So far, only one PBA complaining about something. The game is a 5-time digested thing. Otherwise, of that PPA guy, I don't really see anything, though. That seems like some, well, actually, yeah. It's because of the language filter, probably. The only people complaining are not in England, though. There's only one, really. No, it should be a bit more, though, I think. It's like 5-time digested shit. Not sure. Not very high leaks, but good, eh? That's an interesting review, alright. The Hilux is weighted ink. Like I wouldn't say Hilux bad. Eh? Still need to play that though. It does seem, yeah, literally just only one PPA that I don't even know what's complaining about. 5-time digested stuff. Like, what do you mean? Seen that before? I don't know. I mean, totally doesn't look like your average RPG Maker game. That already is a good thing. Let's see. The Aquarist full release, then. Man, Aquarium would be sick. Guys, Playway also. Kick. Aquarium would be sick. Totally not in the Nomad life, though. Not something, well, pets in general are pain as a Nomad. But Aquarium would be a giga pain. Yeah, good reviews on this one, at least. If 500 low. Indeed, indeed. You're losing them hours, eh? Well, I mean, it's not like someone was waking you up probably at that time anyway. But technically, not really. Holy... Oh, it's the... Okay, yeah, I see. It's the VTuber stuff. And the VTuber Idol headquarters, alright. So you just like beat them out, yeah, beat them up, I guess, alright. And the free-to-play also. Yeah, they know what they doing, man. They know what they be doing. Yes, it's kind of like the sequel, I say. Hey, Iris. Has to be free to play. Yeah, it's just a fun game. Yeah. Maybe if it wouldn't be the fun game, yeah, then they probably would be selling that stuff. I thought they're kind of like doing some smart marketing stuff here that way, but yeah, I guess it's just like some dude made them fun games, and that's why it's free. Well, I mean, that's smart of them to allow that, to be honest. Publish under the actual company label, yeah. But the actual label for that kind of stuff now. See. Yeah, hold it in there. Cooperate with Hololive production fans and creators. Game brand that offers game creator support program for the derivative of work games. More details refer to the Cover Corp's derivative work guidelines. Yeah, so you can make your own fun game then. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. People get some free audience. And getting their names out there, I guess. Then the VTubers getting some more free marketing. Lose progress if you swap characters, I see. Sounds kinda weird though. The Maniac. I remember there was a demo of that one. I'm just tired of it all, ready for change. And bet it all on sheer mayhem and destruction. A roguelite action game in which the world goes against you and your insanity creates chaos. Just kinda like a GTA 2 when you went ham. And with roguelike, I guess, alright. See what I say. Oh yeah, Pepper Grinder is out. Seems like this one is farming good reviews too. Seems like it. Devolver Publishing. Yeah, apparently this one is kinda decent too. If you are into some dank platforming and all. It is apparently actually decent. Demo for that was amazing, I see. I see. Gonna go full drilling galore. Why not? Got some Giga trailers and stuff too. Very nice, very positive reviews. Similar to Ultras, that was one way to compare, I guess. Very nice. Rage-inducing controls. I mean, I could kinda see that, I guess, in something like that. That I probably could see. But overall, seems kinda good, though. Please play with controller. Disappointed, unfortunate, because I've enjoyed every other game this publisher published. Well, surprise. Publisher publish different games. You shouldn't probably pick the games based on the publisher. At least do it by developer. Still probably not the best idea sometimes. Game is incredibly short. Just 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. Well, I mean, I see people would like 4 or 5, but still, yeah, it does seem kind of like a small one, though. Does seem like a on the smaller side. Painfully average. Price is decent, yeah. About the price. About the price. Gimmicks and stuff, alright. You play the demo, all of the levels play out mostly as you would expect them to. Well, I mean, gets stale really fast. Dude, you play like 1 hour, man. How fast does it, you know, how fast can it get stale? Could be a bit cheaper, so it seems 15 bucks. 15 bucks for a couple of hours doesn't sound that crazy. Well, 8 bucks in my region, but yeah, seems like kind of double, basically. Makes sense, makes sense. That maybe is not the best value then. I feel like that was a demo of this one, I think. Oh wait, I thought it was the first game. Because I do recognize this. Yeah, I think first one wasn't even like that long ago. Yeah, 2022. Now is the second one. It kind of feels like there is not that crazy much difference though. So what's exactly the new stuff about this one? Farming Gold Simulator. Unnecessarily farm heavy. Surprised this isn't early access. Bosses are overtuned. No, I don't really see people kind of complaining about, you know, not much difference with the first games. I guess they did add some. Yeah, the balance update. So I guess too much grinding and overtuning they did fix in the end. I assume. The first one seemed kind of interesting. Now there is a second one. Rivertown Factory. Prologue. And Ultan's favorite. Go back to ancient times to start a factory. Refine oil, even build a large computer. The accidental fall of meteorite, he traveled back to Rivertown 1,000 years ago. Became a workshop owner. The story will begin from here. It's kind of some more or less like more ancient at times. You just build some modern stuff. I guess seems like it. Yeah, gotta get all the oil before it was cool. Seems like it. And the ancient festivals. Like another Stardew but Dink. A way to Dink. Martial arts. I think the combat is insane there. Well, seems like it. Got the mecha and stuff too. A little bit of everything. And mixed everything in. This time at least kind of successfully though. How's that new one doing? The Ronkovenko. That would be kind of like, kind of sus kind of name there, you know. The Ronko action game. Become cute innocent Pomeranian. Make your master's home a messy and dirty. I see. Just making full chaos at home, I guess. Alright. Not a dog like. And the cat likes are over. It's time for dog likes. Content creator and video streaming guidelines. Huh? The fuck? Permit individuals, companies, and both commercial and non-commercial entities to live stream and distribute the Ronkovenko. Please adhere to following guidelines and let both players and viewers enjoy the game together. Thanks, son. Copyright notice Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco Studios is a developer, Phoenix is a publisher, right? The fuck's that? Feel free to use kits containing key art and game illustrations for decorating your streams and content. Prohibited activities and refrain from editing and posting videos unrelated to this game. Huh? Avoid using the game in a manner that significantly damages its image or violates public decency. Do not engage in defamation or harassment of other players. Do not separately post individual elements such as visuals, music, audio, design from the game. Do not extract background music only and reuse it in videos of other works. Alright. Using posted videos for commercial or profit-making purposes is prohibited. However, using videos posted on video sharing sites for free, regardless of whether by individuals or corporations, and generating secondary revenue from features officially provided by such sites, YouTube Partner Program, does not constitute commercial use. By use these features without any issues. For any other commercial use by corporations, please contact us separately. Do not infringe upon the rights of third parties, intellectual property rights, honor or reputation, portrait rights, privacy, etc. Or use them in a way that may lead to infringement. If any trouble arises with the third party concerning the use of gameplay footage, please resolve it at your own responsibility. Note that the publisher and developer assume no responsibility in such cases. Regardless of the reason, if requested by the publisher or developer, please promptly delete the post. Please note that we cannot provide individual responses regarding our handling or judgment criteria for posted videos. Thank you for understanding in advance. The fuck is that, dude? The fuck is that? Refrain from editing and posting videos unrelated to this game. So you can't really like mix the footage from this game with like something else, or what does that mean even? Avoid using the game in a manner that significantly damages its image or violates public decency. So getting some like memes out of this game, like going like set mode with like, you know, editing in like a bunch of like other stuff for the comedic purpose, sorta. I guess they don't want that or something. I don't want you to use a Subway Surfer thing, I guess. Yeah, do not extract background music or use it in videos or other works. Damn, son. Let's see next gen, alright. Well, at least the like, well, what's good about such thing though overall, right? Is that like, which I think more studios, developers, and stuff should do, is just, you know, like get at least this line is good, right? That like basically if you are making content from the game and monetize it on like Twitch, YouTube, that is fine. That's not constitute commercial use. That's good. That I think more games should have. Just for, you know, sake of transparency. Because you usually kind of assume that it's allowed, right? But like technically, some studios go PPG sometimes. So it's nice to have, you know, this like publicly available sort of green light. Having some like, what's the name, press kit available. That's also good. But yeah, some things kind of PPG though. Some of the things kinda PPG. In my opinion, it would be better to kind of like, instead of like, you know, not use the background music, would be just, you know, you can use background music, but like, you know, you need to link to the source basically, right, to the game in description of the video, for example. That would be good. That would be good. Why not? If someone will decide to use it. So yeah, kinda PPG though. I requested promptly delete this post. Well, the thing is like, yeah, sure, maybe, but like, will you go to court, you know, over something like that? That's the thing. Depends also on jurisdiction and everything. I feel like in some courts that might have a little bit more value. And would be kinda tricky to deal with, And all that for some semi-meme game. For free, actually. The free meme game, alright. What a time to be alive. A Rise of Gun. A world of zombie apocalypse as a gun store owner. Buy parts, craft, sell, upgrade your store, hire workers. Help to humanity survive, huh? The first season is out, yeah, apparently. It also apparently like wipes your progress or something. Haven't seen like news about it really much. Well, actually, for this week, I just like didn't really have time to like prepare notes that much. I did some, but not all of them. So we're gonna be doing it live. We'll be doing it live a little bit. We'll still play that, yeah. Well, I mean, on consoles, I think there's probably decent amount of people even playing, maybe. Not as good as they would want to, but still. On Steam, I think it was like from the get-go, not doing that well. Astra Knights of Vida. Oh, was that... That was the one, right? The mobile shit. Yeah, I think that was the demo that I decided to flush. Insane 800 people. I think 800 already like holds for a while though, so that's at least something. Yeah, I wanted to play the demo of that one, and that was like the Omega mobile shit. So I just flushed it. Because I kind of like installed something, and then when I wanted to actually play it, you launch the launcher, and it actually like starts downloading more shit. And since it was on stream, I just kind of said, nope, then I rather not. Not to mention it was also installing some like Giga anti-cheat. And I think from God knows who too. Don't remember which one was that. A window. Third-party accounts, also Google, Firebase, and Apple. Yeah, so there's a skip. There's a skip. Helldiver is still going strong, yeah. Sci-fi survival RTS set in an alien world. Humanity's bulwark by establishing a colony and supporting your colonists still in orbit. But beware, for the goo, a relentless and shape-shifting force approaches from all sides, even above and below. Damn son, early access demo, good. April 2nd. They do BRT, see? With tower defenses and everything, alright. I see you in there, right? Debate machine. Yeah, looks kinda interesting. Early access though, but maybe. Welcome back, Steve. The sausage consumed. Pixel Gun 3D. PC edition. PC port of legendary multiplayer FPS with blocky and colorful graphics. Godsworn got some campaign missions in early access. Interesting. Might be interesting. A Lakeside? Which one was that? Which one was that? I assume kinda, not exactly. Mixed. The city simulator, I see. Side-scrolling city builder featuring hybrid mechanics. Alright. Why are people molding about it though? What is wrong there? Simply doesn't work. I see. Another... It looks very good, but that's about it. Art style beautiful, gameplay is a buggy mess. Well, so yeah, early access is a no here. Atrocious unresponsive AI, UI rather. So much potential, just doesn't hit the mark in the current state. Alright. Yeah, guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. Next update is full release, I see. But when they still didn't post, it says Q2, so it could be on their like the anniversary of the early access release. So yeah, while it's on sale now, consider buying. Did we see this one before? Random gen maps, yep. They do. They did basically work on that stuff for a while. That's why it's even like kind of like taking a longer to release, because they planned like what, last autumn or something, right? Release fully initially, but yeah, they ended up just working on skirmish and multiplayer a lot. South Park game also mixed, yeah. That one I think already, was it out only this week? But we kind of saw some about it already last week. I guess it was earlier this week already. Just released a huge map pack. Yeah, they have like ModDB or something support. There is a bunch of that going on too. This looks like some dink stuff going in this game. April 2nd. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. And this looks like some way to dink stuff going on there. Do you say you could do it? Billy Shoot Adventures. Oh, it's the bullet hell thingy. Yeah. Bullet Hill, not my GM really, but looks good though. Yeah, looks good though. Vodka is. Kitchen Crisis. Kitchen Tower Defense. Culinary defense game. Abducted by aliens must satisfy their appetite. Live to see another day, efficiently arrange your cooking appliances. Upgrade your ingredients and tools. That's some interesting. Well, that's an interesting. You can get like the Franker Faces shortcut. Franker Faces shortcut. F// timeout. See, I see. It should have something like that in the regular mod tool set. That seems kinda like an interesting concept then. And the cooking tower defense. The edge, Timson. Why would you do that? Why? Why? Here, Kianselo. Ah, si, I see. The Firefox to Dink. Pathless Woods. Cozy open world survival journey. More crops cultivating. Defend from marauders. And the co-op and stuff too. Early access though, similar to Pacific Drive. Huh? Not sure about that, but I guess. To some extent. Quit today. The action game quit today with the roguelite elements. Compresses many absurd workplace events, such as colleagues blaming you for their own mistakes, supervisors ignoring employee well-being. If you don't protect yourself well, be careful of being thrown out of the office. I see. Let's see when do I say it's meh. Oh, then we're gonna expect Hello to arrive soon. If the league is bad, he actually gonna return sooner. 3 more days. Then that doesn't mean it's like that bad. Anonymous Hackerbon. 3rd of April. Embark on a mission. Yeah, I thought this one was kind of out or something, and I guess it was like a demo or some stuff. Remember seeing that long ago. These two I see. Similar to Shadows of Doubt. Not sure. See window I see. Oh, because there was a prologue, I guess. Yeah, that's why I remember. So I've seen that a while ago. Not exactly Magium. Okay, that could be alright, I guess, though. Planet tiles. That I think I've seen before. That looks kinda alrighty. Strategy and creativity converge. Build and transform barren planets into flourishing worlds. Outwit natural disasters, develop vibrant habitats, navigate complex challenges. Embrace a board game-like depth with thoughtful planning and strategic decision-making. See what do I say? Yeah, this one I seen looked kinda alrighty. Might be an interesting one. Down here, let's see what's another stores. See what's another stores. Yeah, what was that? Let's see, there was a couple things I want to check. The snow day. That one's not going that well. Next, what a twist. It's in the recommended queue actually already. I might as well continue from here, I guess. No porn games on your recommended queue. Oh, I guess you bought all of them now. Nothing to recommend, eh? I regret playing for longer than the return window allows, eh? I see. Getting beams, how's it going? Wait, who? Beach properties, what is this shit? Alright. Game would be great at $10, Oh, the city's DLC, alright. Pay $30 for 5 levels that make 50-20 minutes each is robbery. True. The long time fun. A restrictive exploration and stuff, alright. Overpriced, alright. Yeah, so seems like not even particularly maybe that bad, but a little too much. A little too much. I find continue this way. Yeah, the 4D Golf. That one is way to dink apparently. The insane way to dinkness. This one is single player though, so candy meh. That'd be for everyone, that would be dink. That would be very dink. The fastest flush lyric has ever done, I see, alright. That dink. Yeah, Rich and Clink. Birds in space. These are kind of doing alright too, seems like. Okay, Oxer. I see. Alta 4 in the first hole there, alright. Okay, Beaster to you too, man. Rift Wizard, tough as nails, traditional roguelike. The Wizard Simulator. It's an immortal amnesiac wizard. You must journey through the cosmos to defeat the nemesis. Each round you'll build a unique repertoire of spells, passive skills, and magical artifacts. And very positive too, them son. They be going home, eh? It's kind of decent price for that too, huh? People still be loving it. Ah, fantastic sequel. Yeah, I see where the audience comes from then. Alright. Seems like very niche for that. Nice hacks are nice. Glad you liked it. The raw metal. Did we see this last time, I think? See, I see. Need for Speed Unbound, damn. Bigs though. I thought that was kind of going alright in the end there. Yeah, that one. The Electronic Arts gets a lot of hate, but personally I don't think it gets enough. The game is complete garbage. Damn, son. $7 on sale now, and I'm writing this, and I'd still not recommend this. Terrible soundtrack, a boring races, not a fan of the Forza tier system either. Worst Need for Speed I've ever played, huh? Damn, son. I see next gen, alright. Going ham. Why not? Construction simulator, huh? All of a sudden. The Coomer Fiesta on Twitch about Stellar Blade demo. Wait, what's the Fiesta about it? What's the Coomer Fiesta about it? TerraTech Worlds mixed. Huh. Why? Cute game somewhere here. Alright, I see. Biggest issue I had, the reactor system. A lot less restricting or remove it entirely. Let's see. Every fight is agony because I get all this new fun stuff that I can't use. Yeah, that was kind of something. That's true. And the tits and ass? Wait, what's the Fiesta though? I don't understand. Yes, there are tits and ass. No, people molding about like over sexualization, I guess. Well, I mean, if that would be just about the Coomer stuff, I was unusually disruptive. In which way? Like if it would be just about the Coomer stuff and the game itself would be kind of shit, then that would be one thing. But apparently it's actually kind of nice. Oh, I see the vision. Alright. Classic. Yeah, the PPG is trying to turn everything into political nowadays. Yeah, the bot dog, they cannot look good, huh? Well, I mean, the thing is, like, it did kind of feel that they just used that as a bait. Like the Coomer bait stuff. It did kind of feel that way. But then the game was in the end kind of good, though, apparently. Like, my friend enjoyed it and stuff. Even though he literally just got baited into it because of the Coomer stuff, 100%. Hey there, Mosk, hello. Desideri vota SE. Hey, Soak. Sexy woman, bad bear, sex good, yeah. Yeah, most Coomer culture makes the game harder, yeah. Yeah, the first trailers and stuff like literally look like just the Giga Coomer bait. Then apparently, you know, there was the game appearing there all of a sudden, I guess. And it actually is an okay game. Praise Bayonetta in 2B. Didn't they do the same shit for Bayonetta though back then? I remember that clearly. Yeah, there was, yeah. They did exactly the same shit for Bayonetta. Now apparently suddenly it's fine. Suddenly it's somehow different, which I actually kind of don't really see difference that much. The only difference I see is that, you know, like Bayonetta still was like it wasn't a Coomer bait really that much. And that wasn't that much of a Coomer. Like it's basically that the Bayonetta discourse wasn't about, you know, the sexualism. Well, they made it about it, right? Like it was just, well, because slasher game, platinum games, all that stuff. And then they already kind of started trying to make it in about, you know, about the sexualization and stuff. With Stellar Blade, it's kind of other way around. It started from the sexualization stuff, started from all the Coomers getting baited into that, and now suddenly, you know, it also kind of actually turns out a decent game. Made in a time when people weren't, oh, they were thinking about that stuff, dude. Bayonetta got like a whole bunch of shit from I'm not sure. I'm not gonna claim that like IGN did, but like I 100% can tell that there were people molding. Yeah, even I can tell you more. Like back home, there was like a whole group of people who was molding about it. There was like a whole the whole like let's cancel them. But that was I think Bayonetta 2 if I remember correct. Series I see. Hey Blakey. On the protest physically? No, I don't think so. But like there was some commotion about it. But back home, even back home, that was one of the first I think dramas with someone molding about like the characters back home. Haven't heard about that much since though, to be honest. About 2B, I don't remember actually. Was there a lot? of drama over that. See what you can see. Nice, nice. Yeah, we're gonna be in a different Georgia soon, eh? Yeah, weirded out by hating sexy women. Yeah, I don't really see the problem. Whatever. Whatever. Like, who gives a shit, honestly? And bikini lingerie ads terrify these people, yeah. Yeah, I don't really, like, care too much. Like, sure. Like, that there should be place for everything. Like, there should be place for, you know, like, sexy characters, absolutely not sexy characters. There should be place for everyone, but you don't need to make everything. Like, every game that should have everything in. Like, some just kinda don't. That's it. No, Tbilisi we're gonna be passing probably, and we're gonna be in Batubi. Don't read the opinion articles. Yeah, it's like first time I'm hearing about it. If anything, I was expecting that the like Ellis chat was like full of like, you know, the booba emotes and everything. That I was expecting. Be quite a problem when you think how it impacts the world in the long run. Nah, not really. I do think that like people at this point already kind of like games and mediums that are, you know, fictional, they are less of a problem. What you could say could be a problem is like going on the Instagram and seeing like, you know, like those all those like super six pack or, you know, like super giga booba, you know, ladies and everything out of a lot of plastic surgeries and shit, and then they're gonna be like thinking like, oh man, I guess like something wrong with me. Should probably go get some plastic surgeries myself, because that legit is happening. Have I heard about like some dude or some girl, you know, like after playing some game going and like, you know, oh, I need to go get like plastic surgery because, you know, I don't have the shape like that? That I haven't heard yet. Maybe we will. Over the top hyper violence in games. Yeah, it's just like the like if someone can't really see, yeah, the difference between like the game and reality and put some like borders there, like then I mean that's on them. That's also the same. Like then they probably have issues having that border, you know, with violence and other things. Yeah. Yeah, male characters having the giga muscle, like like how many remember what they did, like the reading about was it about Thor in God of War, right? There it is, man. Well, here we go. We made, you know, Thor as like the chunky beer enjoyer and everything. Boom, everyone started reading. Why is Thor not super muscular like, you know, Giga Chad? Then you do it with some other characters and it's suddenly like completely reverse. Last male protagonist actually had a weak chin or some fat. Yeah, we can never really see that. You kinda never really see that. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because like seeing someone sexy in real world nowadays actually probably even more real, you know, than violence. Because violence now, you know, kind of like sticks more to the mediums that people do not really consume that much. Like not a lot of people gonna go watch like news nowadays or some shit, right? But a lot of people do use social medias, and that's where you see all that. You don't even need to follow some like, you know, specific accounts or something for that. You just like go, you know, like your classmate, and you know she went to vacation, and then there you go. You have like you have the best photo there, maybe edited a bit and stuff too. Sexy women not made for women, aspirations made to be pleasing for dudes as well. I don't think male characters made for aspirations. I really don't think so. I do not think so. If anything, they just like do it the way that like it is the same stuff, really, in my opinion. They just, you know, want to like a relatable character, sort of, I guess, right? Like, sure, ladies should be attractive to the male audience, but they also like don't want to force, you know, the dude to associate himself with like some chubby guy, for example, that he is probably IRL. Like, it's also still playing in the fantasy, because like in the game they can be like this giggy chad with six-pack, while in reality, you know, they just kind of like wiping their cheetah fingers over their like, you know, greasy short, basically. Plays a character that looks like husband, yeah. So yeah, I don't think that necessarily caused like that much of a problem. I do not think so. If anything, again, like there should be like place for everything. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's exactly what all this inclusivity and stuff all about. There should be place for everything. Like, you go outside, like, will you see some like, you know, beautiful, sexy ladies? 100%. Will you see some not very beautiful, sexy ladies? 100%. So everything is there. It should be all kind of being present there. But also sometimes, yeah, some people just have the vision like that. So, like, you know, they want to have this, like, world when everything is and everyone's beautiful. Made by men for other men to go global over it. Like, I could kind of see that, because I also kind of thought that it's like pure Coomer bait. That's why kind of like a lot of interest for the game wasn't even there for me, because it just seemed like blatant Coomer bait. But then apparently it's kind of alright, I guess, also, so alright. Still kind of not really interested, but you know. Made by men for other men to glow over it. Well, for example, Bayonetta, when it started all this shit, right? When like everyone was mad that this objectification and stuff, and then they suddenly realized that Bayonetta designer is woman too. So, you know, it doesn't mean that in this particular case, right? Maybe like it was a dude designing, right? But that doesn't like necessarily. I mean, maybe, yeah. Like, the initial impression of mine, as I said, was that they just making pure Coomer bait there. Sure. MKHPLO. True, Idrimota, true. But then again, like, you know, there is also like the, you know, like I don't think there's just like not that many games we can compare that are kind of more kind of like aligned and oriented towards women too. And I'm pretty sure when they play something, they also like, if there will be some sort of like, wasn't there actually like some game we saw not long ago about dating some like anime dudes or something, or like some kind of like K-pop idols or something like this, male ones obviously. I think we saw that, and you also don't really see like any like, you know, like chubby guys there or something. Not all of them are like the six-pack dudes either though, but yeah, it's like kind of like, yeah, the typical, you know, the ideals of beauty, let's put it that way. And SFW stuff because it's more profitable, not actually wants to draw Coomer stuff. I mean, I think so. I do kind of feel like the part of the goal was probably to Coomer bait people in with this art. Already had plenty of Giga Chads, and I mean that still goes, I think. But that still goes, I think. To be inclusive and say being fat is beautiful. Well, let's not try to like make it into this kind of weird shit. Not really. Like no one is forcing you to do that. Like, you know, you just kind of like, yeah, it's fine. Some people into that stuff. So what's the problem with that? I have no problems with chubby girls whatsoever. True, Blakey, true, huh? Full of soys and stuff. Well, I mean, that's also kind of the switching the cultural stuff. It's just like switching from, you know, like the beauty ideals do be kind of switching sometimes, you know. Same as like, yeah, like this the six pack, you know, super, you know, gym boys. They are not already that popular, I guess. Let's put it that way. Like if it goes like about some, like it will be some sort of like, you know, like the K-pop band dude, basically, for most, probably, nowadays, I would assume. Yeah, see, chubby and fat is the same. It's all about the degrees. It's like, that's kind of like semantics more. Semantics more. It's more about them semantics. You have to market for them. Well, I mean, obviously everything is going for profits, but also there is like such, there always was such audience too. That's the thing. And there's nothing wrong with acceptance of stuff. There's nothing wrong with accepting, you know, people with some like flaws, sort of, because like, you know, not everyone is like, you know, can do anything about it. There's a lot of like issues with, you know, genetics, a lot of diseases and stuff, a lot of things that they can't do about anything. So expecting that, you know, like, oh man, yeah, welcome, dude. That is not a good thing. Like, I'm fat because I'm lazy shit. So I don't mind. I don't mind being shamed for that, absolutely. If I would be fat because I have like some diseases in it or issues, that would be a bit of a different story, because, you know, you can shame me all you want. It's not like I can change anything about it. Think guys are getting fat? Oh, they do, dude. Trust me. For every guy in my like friends group who goes to the gym, I have like probably like 3 that are going like, you know, like the Giga dead body nowadays after 30. And even like the dude who does go to the gym, he's still fat as fuck. Tell you that. A very small amount of genetics and diseases. I mean, partially, maybe, but like there is a lot of nuance to that stuff. Like, let's be real. Like, I don't think there is anything wrong with acceptance of that stuff. Like, if anything, that part, acceptance is good. Forcing into like, you know, that this is like not the norm, but this is good. So like, you know, like beautiful is bad, but like, you know, ugly is good or something. That is bad. Acceptance, I think, is a good thing. Accepting people the way they are is a good thing 100%. Accepting being unhealthy is never good. Let's put it that way. I don't think if you not gonna accept it, it's gonna solve the problem. Let's put it that way. Have you seen a lot of like situations when like someone gets like bullied and they just like suddenly turn into Omega Giga Chad, you know, and prove everyone that they were wrong? There are cases like that, but that's the minuscule stuff. What you see more is people becoming fucking depressed and destroyed mentally. And telling them that they should man up, you know, and just like beat through that, that's garbage too, because not everyone can. There's a lot of things that go mentally and everything, and, you know, trying to kind of like just put everyone into the same standard is not never gonna work. Like, if anything, like, for example, back in school, like, the fucking PE teacher just, like, he did a number on my, like, self, you know, like, self-respect and stuff, let's put it that way, just because I couldn't do pull-ups, like, whatsoever. Like, I wasn't fat back then, but I still was very heavy, and doing pull-ups for me was impossible. And that fuck was constantly putting me, like, a shitty low grade. Like, I had, all grades were good, and PE was shit. Like, the only one that was shit, and ruining all my scores every time because of that piece of shit. And that way, because I couldn't. That's it. I'm just heavy. Like, I needed, like, to proportionally get my arms strong enough to lift that mass. That would take a while. Then later I also got fat and everything too. I'm not sure if that was connected already or anything. But still. And now I'm kind of fixing it. Not because I'm, like, being shamed or something. Or because I'm some standards or something. No, because I just kind of like it more. When I feel healthier, you know, when I lose that weight. People with a lot of extra weight know that having a little bit weight sucks. Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that that's fine. Like that's why acceptance, in my opinion, is good. Acceptance doesn't mean that it's kind of like yeah, just be fat, whatever. No, it doesn't mean. Height and weight, I'm 183, and now I'm down to 106 kilos. At some point, I was 140 kilos. See what do I say? You can't really see it that much on me because I am like kind of like built differently. That's why when I was like skinny, I still had like 60 or more kilos of weight in school, in early classes even, because like, I don't know, bone structure, whatever. So I just couldn't do those pull-ups. And in general, with PE, kind of like I wasn't really doing that well. In college, actually, after school, when I got to the PE, and there was actually like decent, you know, teacher there, who wasn't like, you know, talking shit at everyone who was bad at doing some exercises, I actually like went way better. I was like, well, running wasn't my forte because I was smoking back then too, on top of that. But like, you know, at least like, and I still couldn't really do pull-ups, but I could do decent amount of push-ups back then though. So you could still see, all right, yeah, you good, man. Fine, you pass. Society as a whole gets fatter and fatter to the extreme. That doesn't happen because we have fat acceptance, dude. That doesn't happen because we have fat acceptance or something. People get fatter because the quality of food gets shittier, because the entertainment and everything requires you to move less and stuff. That does have nothing to do with acceptance, dude. Yeah, exactly, Aries. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you don't like when people go like other way, right? Like if you like just don't want to date the girl and it's like, oh man, you suck, that's because she's fat, right? You should just like step over your preferences and like, you know, like date her or something. That's a different story. That's dumb shit. I haven't encountered that ever, not gonna lie. Like, I had like some situations where I ended up with like kind of girl just don't like for that reason or something. Not really. Didn't have any issues like that then. Can we smoke shame you? Nope. I quit smoking long ago. But sometimes, like, when I drink, I can, like, you know, smoke a couple of ciggies. Mostly water pipe, though. But when there is no water pipe, I can doing some ciggies from friends. But normally, yeah, that's like once a month, maybe. Running around in circles or playing hockey, that was good. Now we have like normative, as it was called. You basically like, all right, you are like in like 8th grade, you need to do that many pull-ups, that many push-ups, run under that time, and if you fail any of that, well, there goes the shitty grades, and that downs your average. Not sure, Blakey, not sure. I don't really think so. Like, I think it really depends. Now, there are some people who are like super fit, like almost. Like my dad like was kind of holding for a long time. Like now, yeah, now he got like beer belly, sure, but he was holding for a while. Eating healthy, yeah, it's just like becoming like being a healthy becoming harder. It's not because of some acceptance or some weird agenda or something. They're making people fat or something. No, it's because shit is expensive, dude. It just makes trash hard. I mean, I do agree with you, Lost Musk, Third Musk. I do agree with you. Like that's why, like when I saw all this like Coomer bait, I was kind of like, nope. It ended up being kind of good game, but I still kind of like I'm not finding anything interesting there. I do not. Not because it's Coomer. Well, Coomer bait kind of was a negative for me because I was kind of like, oh, I see how it is. Because I also saw my friend who is also like, you know, like he didn't see gameplay or anything. He's like, oh man, that's good. I buy this shit. Like, look at this booty dude. Damn son, that's good. So I kind of like, yeah, I kind of don't like that maneuver. Now the game apparently is good, but I in general still don't like the style of the game that much. I don't know. Kind of looks like, I don't know, hard to explain. Just nothing to appeal to me, honestly. And friends said gameplay is kind of like trying to be sort of platinum, but it's still not platinum. So I kind of was like, and it's PlayStation, right? So I'm like already automatically just don't care. But in general, like the bad art is subjective. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If there's a, you know, buyer for that kind of art, there will be that art and there will be that buyer. That's it. Nothing to do about it. And again, I think like content shaming again or something, like people want to do that, let them do that. That is also part of like, I guess, kind of like the uniqueness, you know, like you see different perspectives on things. Like, sure, this dude sees, you know, ladies that way. Well, I mean, all power to him, whatever. I don't think like all those like all those weebs watching anime and playing all the weeb games, I don't think they have like this beauty standard when they go IRL or something. Or maybe they don't go IRL and sit with their 2D imaginary waifu, but you know, that's up to them already. Coomer bait distracting, found it annoying. I kind of don't really care. Like, I didn't like the fact that they kind of just like, yeah, like booty all over the place. Like not showing, you know, the gameplay first when first trailers drop, right? Everything was like, ooh, you know, that was kind of like, eh. When I played those, I don't care. Like Bayonetta, I ironically actually played. I skipped all the cutscenes first when I was playing it for the first time because I didn't understand English that well back then. So I was just like skipping and going for gameplay because I really like Bayonetta gameplay. I replayed Bayonetta 1 like a shitload of times. And on stream even I did like 2 or 3 times, I think. And yeah, I just love gameplay there. And in Nier, nah, I don't really think so. For me, it didn't really even seem like that. Like, unless you like try to like look up skirt and stuff, right? That stuff, that didn't even seem like that bad to me, to be honest, in terms of like Coomer stuff. Is it wrong to try influence society as a whole to be healthy? I don't think by shaming someone you make them like, you know, like be healthy. Like some people just like can't, first of all, like physically, for example. Some people in the situation in life when they kind of like, such is life, you know. Like my friend like works like with no day offs and 24/7, like, right? It's like 1 day per week at least, it's 24 shift. And, you know, like he's kind of like right now good and lucky because we have another friend who cooks proper meals for all of us, right? But sometimes when he doesn't, like my friend needs to like eat something, so he's snacking, he making instant noodles, he boiling some like dumplings and everything because like, I mean, such is fucking life. Yeah, you got fat now too, quite. And he knows about it, he tries to do something about it sometimes, but again, there is not enough time to do that. He wanted to go to the swimming pool, already got like an arrangement sorted in, but like still didn't get there. So I don't think it is like trying to influence, like how to influence society to become healthy. My opinion, tax deduction on the gyms. Like that for me was really good. Like, bro, gladly. I already was going, but like when the tax deduction also for the gym, I was like, well, then I can afford to go even to the better one and get like better plan there. Sure. Well, free gyms for all, that's already like some utopia shit, but like tax deductions, you know, sponsored programs from companies, from, you know, the employers basically, you know, better what's the name, like, I don't know how to like, well, I guess that's like better economy or something, right? Just like making, you know, healthy food and stuff like more accessible and everything to people. That kind of shit. That would be good. That would help. Just like talking shit, shaming people, that wouldn't do anything. If anything, it's just gonna create people who are not just fat, but they also fucking depressed and have issues with mental stuff. Because that's literally just pretty much in the way bullying. You know, bullying might be extreme, but like there are situations when it's less extreme. TB went wild online. Well, because also the creator of character just like said, yeah, sure, guys, make Kumar art with my character. I don't mind. And I think that's fine. You know, if he doesn't, but like in general, like, what's the problem with that? Some people do that kind of art. Sure, let them. In my opinion, just like let them, man. We have some like some giga-dink, you know, like, I don't know, like paintings of like someone, you know, just like coming blood on the, you know, on canvas or something, and everyone is like, that's such a deep message in this, yeah. And then you have like some like anime like weeb shit with huge booba, and everyone like, nah, dude, nah, that art is not allowed, you know, like, let them be, whatever, who gives a shit? Don't like it, don't buy it, you know, my opinion. If you don't buy it, then maybe, you know, if it doesn't sell, then they're not gonna make those. They're making those, that means it sells, means people like that, whatever. Trying to kind of like force people to change their taste by producing only some particular type of content, and just kind of like gets pushback basically by people. Like your taste changes on your own. Like you kind of like slowly change yourself. Because yeah, like you would ask me like, you know, 10 years ago, for example, and there's like some like, you know, chubby, maybe even very chubby lady, and I would be kind of like, bro, are you crazy, dude? That would be like, you know, if she has like cute, beautiful face and stuff, and the personality is nice, like, no problems, dude. I don't mind whatsoever. Your tastes change, and I played like a lot of shit since then, you know. You know. Quite the Coomer stuff, including the Bayonetta and 2B also, and that didn't, you know, make me appreciate only that kind of beauty, for example. Overwatch may endure 100%, yeah, absolutely. With zero variety standards overall are the same. I don't have numbers, right? I don't have statistics, but like overall, even like, you know, browsing content around some specific types of content, I have to say that if anything, nowadays it's way more diverse in terms of different shapes and builds of like, well, I mean, I watch that kind of content, so I talk about women, all right? Sorry, but like I think in that sense there is way more diversity now. Like back in my day, right, when you like turn your D-Link, you know, D-Link dial-up modem. Actually, didn't D-Link actually do... I think I had one back then. Or was it ADSL already? I don't remember. But basically, you're turning on your dial-up modem, right? Well, mom is at work. And you just, like, you know, like, get some, like, porn gallery. And you, like, open, alright, picture, like, 30 sets. Okay, picture 15 probably already should have some juicy stuff. You turn it on, you go, like, get yourself some like sandwich, you know, because you just came back from school. By the time you're done, the image is already halfway loaded from the top, man. Like, there was a petition, like we had petitions like start loading pictures from the bottom, you know, so you get to the interesting part faster. It's already half loaded, and like back then the standards of beauty would be like big booba, you know, all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, you go, there is like anything. Skinny, there you go. Chubby, there you go. Delicious flat chest, all that DFC stuff, there you go. Anything is there. So I don't think that all this like horny bait and stuff just makes everything like, you know, like streamlined into one type of like fetish or something. If anything, right now, it's way more wide selection for everything. It's more normalized also to kind of enjoy all of it. And I think also all this, like, you know, kind of like making sexualization and sexual stuff more normal, it also kind of like, you know, makes it easier for people probably to embrace that instead of trying to kind of like, you know, like push it down in their brains. Like, okay, I don't like feet. I don't like feet. No, 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 no. You know, that now they kind of like, all right, I guess that's normal. There's a lot of content of that stuff. All right, why not? Hey, Pony, by the way, Negricio. So yeah, I do think everything has, you know, a right to be. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't like go with some sort of like conspiracies and stuff that like doing some particular type of characters and stuff in games makes it like, you know, push some agendas or something. If anything, the more different types, the better. The more it's normalized to be different, man. Like you don't need to, you know, to fit some specific standards of beauty. You want to be like that and dress like that, like 2B or something, well, there you go. That's normal. I want to be like someone else, be like May. That's normal. There you go. Some games don't necessarily fit all of those types of standards, though. But like some games are just, yeah, they don't really have a lot of characters. So you kind of focus on one type and, well, I guess like it's their type. They made it that way. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Being healthy is promoted and having a preference is fine. Having a preference is always fine. Being healthy, you're not gonna promote through the video game, in my opinion. If anything, like then you know, like reduce amounts of like pizza consumed, you know, soda. Like, where is the like Monster Energy in the Kojimbo's game, dude? Fuck that stuff. He's promoting fatness or something. Then there's sugar in that shit. Why is it not just white Monster? Then at least, you know, remove sugar from the games. Let's not. Let's not. At the Gym Bro Simulator, probably. Kojimbo promoting walking there, though. That's true, though. That's true, yeah. I agree. Yeah, I would say it was just like trying to see like deeper than it actually was intended in the first place, which is not always a good thing, honestly. Someone just kind of, you know, making the game with their vision of beauty. Alright, sure. Doesn't break laws, doesn't break rules. Sure, for one person who makes that kind of stuff, there's gonna be someone who makes different kind of stuff. He raises. True, true. That is actually true. You have a point there. Alright, let's continue. We actually like have not that much time today for the news because I'm gonna have a little a segment, the sponsored segment soon, in an hour. Too much of a dungeon then. See what's on the other stores. Actually, 1 second, did I finish the queue? Oh yeah, we're checking what with this stuff. What's with this stuff? Yes, if people don't like the limitations of the... what was the name? The generator is 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's kind of like yesterday, like was my friend visiting and stuff, so I couldn't really like pick like, you know, the better time really, sadly. Sadly. So yeah, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. So I'm gonna start like a little earlier, set things up. There's gonna be Twitch integration in the game and stuff too, so. Alrighty, Pony, alrighty. Sounds good. We'll get the Twitch integration and all that good stuff going. little food. See, I gonna promote eating donuts, man. Shit, man. Time to get cancelled, huh? Unhealthy life. And the workout now? Do you think we do it? See, I didn't stop him from going to work out. I tried. It's my agenda to push. I'm gonna make everyone fat also, so I feel less fat myself. Easy life. Damn, Dragon's Dogma DLC recommended them. Nice. Which one's that? And what do you guys want me to buy? The port crystal. Alright, let's see. Mixed. And the people do that on the port crystal. Capcom removed the Battle Capital port crystal just so they can sell it back to people. And didn't even give me the port. Alright. Paid for the Deluxe Edition, still didn't get this. Insane. Si ponesse. Sounds good, do it, do it. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 all of a sudden, alright. Have the barbecue later. Damn, son. See how it is, I see how it is. Shinkansen was seen before too. Alright, another store. Damn, thank you, GOG. Oh, at least like half the booba is closed there though, alright. Fetish Locator week 3. Alright. There it is, man. There it is. A GOG as always. It's a free game, I think, on GOG2 right now, right? I think I claimed that. Should be here. Yeah, it's nice that they added Alpha Protocol back, but the price, dude, huh? The fuck? I understand that you just re-added it back to the store. It doesn't, you know, make it suddenly new or something. Euros for 1.67. That's good. A Rogue Trader earlier, damn. 18 bucks still. Oh, this regional prices here though. No, there's Nox for less than $1. I would say it's good. I played it on stream already. That's a nice one. Heroes 4 is also cheap. Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced, nice. Oh, it does go crazy with fans? Yeah, that's quite normal. There is a way, you need to look into, there is a way to turn off like some sort of like giga, like CPU performance thing, yeah, I think. You need to basically kind of like look into your model of laptop and what you can adjust there. Because ours, for example, me and my friend, we have the same one. It has like some super performance toggle, and you can just disable it. But to disable it, you need to enable the settings first, because that setting sometimes is not available by default. So you need to like to do a little bit of registry editing to enable that option, and then you turn it off, and then it doesn't go brr too much. It's mostly just because like this super overload mode for laptops quite often is useless. because it's basically done so they can show like some giga numbers on benchmarks and, you know, while selling the laptop. But the problem is, like, if you play long term with that option on, it just starts getting hot, and then it still kind of like throttles anyway to the shit performance. So why just, like, you know, turn it off and just don't throttle then? That's the same thing as the downvolting and everything, but that's already a little more advanced to look into. Like, my friend tried also to find numbers and stuff for our laptop, but in the end we just kind of like forgot about it. Because yeah, it's basically you kind of like try to find, you know, the good spot when it's like, you know, producing as much performance as it can without going overboard with heating, because when it goes overboard on heating, it starts throttling and it still loses performance anyway. We can, and welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hello, sir. GOG have regional pricing. Yeah. This regional price. I'm actually not sure even which region, to be honest. Because I think I tried changing and I think it didn't. But I still can buy and stuff, so it kind of changed the region, but not exactly. I'm not sure, actually. See, silent mode is a little different, though. I think silent mode limits the performance more. There is a way to just turn off, like, the boost mode for CPU. Because boost literally is just good when it's like, you know, benchmark. Oh, look at these numbers. But if you go long term, it just overheats and it throttles the performance anyway. So you just get the same level of performance pretty much, but it's just hot. So what's the point then? Maybe a little bit less performance, but it's cold, you know, and no super fans. CBKC. Oh yeah, Google says the regional currency and stuff. Yeah. CNHSC. Yeah, the boost I think is kind of like my friend turned it off basically, and like his laptop is silent. Like, whenever he plays anything, it's just silent. Mine is like, yeah, I can just go, like, you know, outside, like, to the kitchen or something, and then I can, when I'm returning, I hear it. But as soon as I make this one into, like, just the streaming device, I just gonna also turn that shit off, because, like, for OBS, I totally don't want you to, like, go, like, boost mode or something. Don't need that. But yeah, it also, yeah, is the spring sale. So you can get Hammerding, yeah, for free. There it is, on GOG if you want. And yeah, it's a spring sale there. You can browse that. I'm not gonna do it today, though, because it already time is gonna be kind of a bit of a limiting factor. But yeah, there is a sale. Jag sitter och bara ska se. See what you say. I would probably like put it a little earlier, but yeah, like just like go ham, whatever. Nice in the winter though, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Against the storm and sail, nice. A Rune Classic, 55 cents. 1400p, I see. Yeah, worst case just drop to 1080 if performance not gonna be enough in some games. Because with your monitor size, it's probably not gonna be that big of a difference. I like a 20% discount, nice. Necromunda. 75% discount on Necromunda. Necromunda was nice shooter, that was good. That was pretty nice. So you can just like go through a whole bunch of this stuff here. Look at this sexualization. Look at the 6-pack, 8-pack. Shake it by SMH, man. I feel inferior now. Gonna browse some, see maybe some Giga Boomer stuff to acquire, as always the case. You just browse through sales on GOG and suddenly remember or find something that you played before or wanted to play. is nice. Si je ne sais. Post something, figure out what I say. Yeah, they just returned Alpha Protocol back to stores after some licensing issues, basically. And for some reason, it also like just kind of like a freshly released game or something in terms of price. I don't know. I don't know why. Who was the publisher actually in Alpha Protocol? Oh, Sega. All right. Well, that kind of makes sense then, I guess. Trying to farm some like, you know, some nostalgia and like, you know, get people hyped. A re-release entirely on GOG. All right. Oh, entire relicensing. Okay. GPU to games and dedicated one to stream. I think technically you kind of can, but it's pointless. You only use GPU encoding for, or you mean like in general, I guess, kind of. But now you want the actual standalone GPU to stream because basically use NVENC, and NVENC encoder doesn't really eat a lot of performance. And OBS in the end still gonna eat a lot of GPU just for like running the app itself. Not a lot, it's like 10% performance or something, but when like, you know, it's already at the edge, and then 10% makes a difference. That's why like 2 PC setup basically is the way to go if you want to go full performance mode. Alright. So let's get to them news, like 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna do the sponsored segment, and then we're gonna return and continue with the news. I can't do that. I'm not gonna make it in time, and that's fine. There's not that crazy much though going on, I guess. But yeah, still. 1 second. Now start from the start. There we go. There we go. All right. Second, it's here for now. Yeah, the Game Informer actually getting the yearly subscription for the paper version. I think it's on the US only though, sadly, but still, that's kind of interesting to see some, you know, the paper gaming magazines returning, and actually for like reasonable price there. With 20 bucks. That sounds alright. That sounds alright. Full year of 10 issues to your doorstep delivered. It's like $2 per magazine. It's kind of nice. Yeah, $2 an issue. You can get the digital one. The digital is not the same though. No one's gonna buy that. That will be available. I would get that. It's nice. Yeah, they might have some CDs there with stuff. I mean, in general, it's nice to just like, you know, like to read through those like back in the day. Why not? A well-known French gaming magazine is still alive. Back at home would have some too. They way more expensive though, I have to say. Like $2 per magazine? Nope, not gonna find that. It's gonna be like $5 or something bucks per magazine. That's too much. Like that, even if I, you know, just impulsively buy some magazine to read, I wouldn't get it at that price. At $2, that's alright. Actually true, it is true, yeah. That is actually true. 20 bucks per issue? Damn, son. Can we even put the CD nowadays? Yep, that's a good question. That's a good question. I probably had it nowadays on like CD keys or something or whatever. 20 bucks per issue? That's a lot, dude. That's kind of like way too dank, I feel like. Subscription for a year though, 20 bucks, that's good, huh? Like I think the one we still had alive back then, let me see actually. How much are they? Because last time I remember I seen it was way too expensive. Let's see. Oh, they have subscription there, seems like, right? Let me check actually. No price though. Come on there. Why do you even have this page here, brother? can get in the internet stores. Come on, dude. What is this? Right here, let me see. Oh, there's this one. So three issues for $9. That's kind of still manageable, I guess. If you go a year. Oh, there's no year option, I guess. All right. So like $3 per issue. That's not too bad, I guess. That's not too bad. Huh? You know, it's just kind of nice to read something like that. Some paper, you know. Yeah, it's also funny because like that kind of like came around time with like the PPA journalist back home started its own like sort of Patreon thing. You go in and they have like the cheapest I think supporter stuff is like $10. And they just like post like once and forever, and mostly you get like access to like the archive of some old shit pretty much. And I'm like, dude, why would you need that when like for $20 you can get actually, you know, like 10 fucking magazines, you know, across the year. Instead of getting access to some old stuff that technically should be available already on YouTube or something anyway. And some people do something to that. I was surprised, huh? Bethesda gives a small update on Elder Scrolls 6. Damn, son. Well, because of the anniversary stuff, alright. The 30 years of Elder Scrolls. The relevant section says, last but not least, yes, we're in development on the next chapter, Elder Scrolls 6. Even now, returning to Tamriel and playing early builds has us filled with the same joy, excitement, and promise of adventure. See, they have playable build there, apparently. For the first time in forever, in Bethesda's history, there is actually playable build, eh? But yeah, I still kinda wonder how long that will take. Marvel Rivals as a team-based hero shooter from NetEase Games. There it is, dude. 6v6 PvP action featuring arenas from across Marvel Multiverse, including Asgard and Tokyo 2099. Deep roster heroes and villains to choose from, including members of the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, and more. All with unique team-up skills that play off various synergies between heroes. Closed alpha in May will feature more than a dozen characters, while the announced trailer features 18 characters that represent the current roster. What do we have there? Would say Overwatch killer, but I think Overwatch kinda already did it itself. Doesn't need more killing, feels like. But I mean, that's the people still watching, people still playing, so I guess it's still alive somehow. Still alive somehow. Get the SMork. NetEase version. Yeah, NetEase part, not sure.
I hope Friday got that on video. I'm opening a portal. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Be strong together.
It was Overwatch, I mean, technically, yeah, not completely wrong. UI, I think even like the style kinda in a way. Hey, Doomhamster. Interesting art direction. That was so. But I mean, yeah, why not? Maybe they will actually manage to deliver something that Overwatch didn't deliver. That's all they need to do. Still play it easy, yep. Overwatch still pretty huge, yeah. Still like quite regularly in the tops of the people watching content and everything. So I would say so. I would say so. Be played, be watched. And people do look for more. People do look for more. Serious as I say. I mean, I do think it's just like basically like trying to copy Overwatch in style too. So they just literally kind of making, you know, we have the same as Overwatch, but with Marvel. That's pretty much it. Yeah, style, like light, even like the kind of like the filter, you know, on the graphics, like some of those like explosions and everything. That seems like right from there. Yeah, I don't really mind. They will deliver on what Overwatch is not delivering now to people. If they will actually get some like PvE and stuff going, for example, then they can actually like do pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like probably still gonna be pretty different with like Valorant, for example. Valorant got fucking huge now, so it might have some. Thing is, yeah, it's NetEase. I feel like also like pretty big part of how good it might go is gonna be how fast and how strong, you know, the cheaters community will be in the game, because that's, I feel like, what mostly kind of kills games nowadays. So we'll see. But yeah, for now I guess they kind of put accent on the PvP shooter. 6v6. Didn't they reduce Overwatch stuff to 5v5 or something? Or is it still 6v6? I actually don't remember. I remember like something about changing the team compositions, but I don't remember exactly since I'm not really playing. Let's see, did I say? Earthblade, and next a game from the makers of Celeste has been delayed. This one also delayed now. Delayed it ain't coming out in 2024. All right, and that's pretty much all they said. All right. Addition of veteran indie developer and friend Kyle Pulver to the small team. Let's see. I didn't want to recruit new people due to concerns that Thornton describes as increasing communication overhead, creating more financial pressure as our burn rate balloons. True. Pulver's hiring came after realizing it had become a bottleneck to Earthblade's development process. Struggle to keep up with my workload and provide a strong direction for the team now while navigating all of the challenges in my personal life, including my gender transition. Transition involves a lot of change, uncertainty, and doubt, and it's easy to see how that has bled into Earthblade. How many people are there in the studio then? But that's pretty much like what we have in the industry as a whole. Communication overhead, creating more financial pressure. Like, dude. Announced in April 21. I actually kind of don't really remember. That I kind of don't really remember. It wasn't really super in like the... I'm not really a huge fan of like Celeste and everything, so I guess I kind of wasn't really super following. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Is it like too much, too roasted? What is up there? Take-Two purchases Gearbox Entertainment from Embracer for $460 million. So Embracer keeps taking the mails there. Another one sold, So they selling... Gearbox confirms six titles in the works. 5 are sequels. 2 of those sequels from Borderlands and Homeworld franchises. Also as unannounced, unannounced, maybe new IP in development. Embracer does retain other branches subsidiaries of Gearbox. That includes Gearbox Publishing San Francisco, soon to be renamed, which has publishing rights to the Remnant franchise. Hyperlight Breaker, and other upcoming and announced titles. Additionally, Embracer is keeping Cryptic Studios, Neverwinter Online, Star Trek Online, Lost Boys Interactive, and Captured Dimensions. According to the press release, these companies will be welcomed and integrated into other parts of Embracer Group in the coming period. Oh, there is Randy too. A significant long-term Embracer Group shareholder. I believe in the strategy for the Embracer Group going forward, and I'm completely convinced that this transaction is the best possible scenario. An obvious net positive arrangement for Embracer Group. For Take-Two and of course for Gearbox. Yeah, for Gearbox that was the best, man. Absolutely, surely, dude. Surely. My primary interest is always Gearbox, including our talent and our customers. I want to personally ensure fans of our games that this arrangement will ensure that the experiences we have in development at Gearbox will be the best it can possibly be. And yeah, right after that, they just fired a shitload of people apparently. Nice. Totally caring about that there. Is Embracer going to make money? I mean, they just like pretty much right now they just like trying to cover all the debt that they had, all those loans, and after that, then just continue making what they were doing and making profits. Like they are profitable company though. It's just that they like took too many fucking loans and stuff to keep acquisitions going and everything, and then suddenly realized, you know, that the economy is kind of bad, and the deal that was supposed to cover that debt is, you know, not working, so that's where they started to go for emergency, you know, pulling that emergency lever, starting to sell stuff. Just keeps on winning, eh? Well, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of like probably quite common thing when you manage to kind of like succeed and get your like good franchise going that keeps, you know, like making you a lot of money. And then yeah, you just kind of, it's hard to lose from that. It's hard to lose as a CEO, right? Like worst case, you just kind of gonna be like, well, shit, time for me to go and take, you know, some like bonuses with you. A lot of success stories. I mean, it's a decent amount. They just kind of like, a lot of them are not super, you know, like huge. But they also, I think, kind of not really splurging too much on the budgets and everything. They kind of don't mind making something average. Yeah, they have board games. They have board game stuff too. The board games is pumping. The board games is pumping. Like, they already like were profitable. It's just like the debt. They had like 1 billion in debt, dude. Like literally just kind of like the depth economy, man. Instead of like, you know, trying to act based on what they have, they just like, you know, invest everything that they earn into, you know, increasing the momentum and stuff, and then getting even more money to make it even faster, just to realize that, you know, at some point it all kind of stopped. Yes, Steve, I see. Alright, now that's some good news, man. Nine Souls, a hand-drawn action game by the makers of Detention, arrives in May. That is very good. We'll see. We'll see if I'll hope on like release and everything, but like the demo was insane. Demo was really nice. Well, even if like maybe like gameplay-wise might not be up to everyone's taste, but it's just dink, man. It's the dinkness. I'm all up for it. Demo feels like years ago. It was years ago, though. Demo literally was years ago. The dinkness, dude, eh? It's been a few years already, eh? At the toe bonk, man. Yeah, the platforming gonna be something, seems like. They kind of like didn't show enough dinkness there, though, I'd say. Plans to check out Swoota. That'll be some dink shit there for sure. Probably not. Probably not, because that would be quite a fiesta, I assume. That would be attracting quite an interesting individuals, you know. So not sure about that. Not sure about that. Hey, focus. The hello. Yeah, didn't really show like the dinkness though. Like the dink shit in the game is like way, well, maybe not way, but yeah, makes it more interesting. Makes it more interesting. So we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, demo seems like it's still up, so you can check it out. It's really nice. Demo was good. And already has some of the dinkness into. Alright, so the Atom RPG developers are making a fantasy RPG now. And they're on Kickstarter. So now we're gonna get some of that going. Really got halfway in pretty much. Seems like with 40 days to go. So yeah, this is gonna be potentially kinda interesting. Got some like the gameplay trailer. I think it's on Steam also, I should check. So out of the Atom RPG into some fantasy stuff. We'll see, I guess. A wish list already. Yes, I see. That sounds familiar. That actually sounds kind of familiar. Now country relocated, they like all over the place, I think, basically. They like said like office, I think, like in Cyprus. Yeah, like Latvia seems like they have like all people from everywhere. played this 20 years ago, yeah. Could be, could be. It's exactly what they going for. Exactly what they going for, seems like. God, the 8M RPG was really good. I still have Through the Ground to play. I'll get to that. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm not super into fantasy. I would rather take, you know, like some more post-apocalyptic stuff. But I guess after making like 2 or like 1.5, you know, post-apocalyptic, it's like the Genius peripherals logo there. Like after making a 1.5 post-apocalyptic games, because Through the Ground was kind of like expansion, sort of, I guess, in a way. They decided to go with something else. That's nice. Why not? Why not? Pillars of Eternity, sorta, yeah. Yeah. Sorta. So we'll see how that will go. I am curious. I need to get that Through the Ground going, actually. That reminds me. I'll need to get there. Alright, so I do have more. But I gotta start setting things up real quick. The little sponsored other segment that's gonna start in like 30 minutes, but I'm gonna like launch the game and like, you know, try the Twitch integration and stuff. So it's Bulwark Falconeer Chronicles. That's the game I played already demo twice. First time it was like almost a year ago, last summer on the Next Fest. So I was kind of like waiting and expecting that. A few days ago, they also contacted me that they want to sponsor me playing it, and that's like, dude, I would love to play it anyway, so, you know, that way I would love to do it even more. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna be a couple of hours segment, and then we'll see. If I will be into it, we can continue like next week already. It's just like there's like a lot of other things that I also need to do, but we'll try to fit everything in. We'll try. So yeah, gonna check it out in a bit. And after that, we'll continue like a little more news. A little more news after, probably like an hour or two after that too. So 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. constant segment, and then I get back to the news again. Alright, first I'm gonna go to the bathroom though. And then I return. So yeah, thank you once again for watching the stream. Now we're gonna get back and do a little more news, probably for an hour or so. Let me get there. There we go. All right. Let's see. And yeah, like in the morning also didn't really have much time. So like I did the notes, and I did all the notes already before the previous segment, but like some of the news I didn't sort out in the morning. So I'm gonna scroll through the source and figure stuff out. Gonna scroll through the source. Oh, Musicus also. Musicus and silence. CGSC. England PC got stave name. Yeah, the name one, I'm not sure how it was distributing, actually. That I'm not sure, actually. Because, yeah, we got, like, Giga Drill was, like, there multiple times. Portable that was there multiple times. Next Gen was once. Raises was once. Achaeans was once. Who else was there? Who else managed to get some? But, yeah, it was, like, really, like, you know, like... very selective. I guess like very lucky there. Oh, even Bot got one. Yeah, even Bot got one. Four days after launching globally, Call of Duty Warzone generates $1.4 million. The US accounts for 47% of the shooter's lifetime spending. I assume it's mobile? Oh yeah, Call of Duty Warzone mobile. Alright. 4 days after. You know, for something like Call of Duty, I would kind of expect more. The US accounts for 47% of revenue at 1.1 million. Chile was the second largest spender at 200,000, making up 9% of games revenue. So outside of US, basically, everyone barely spent anything. Call of Duty Mobile launched in 2019, amassed around 17.7 million in player spending, and was downloaded over 100 million times in the week after launch. Yeah, that sounds kinda more impressive. Like, I don't know, actually. I don't know, actually, why. Yeah, like, US is not, like, the biggest, you know, like, mobile gaming country. Like, it's usually, like, Asian countries. So, like, they either didn't get permission to be, you know, published there, or I don't know. But yeah, for Call of Duty, that seems kinda weak. Not gonna lie. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry launches SOFU Accelerator. Program aims to provide mentorship and project management support to indie game developers. That's pretty nice. Applicants must be younger than 35 and have graduated junior high school by April 1st, 2024. Developers will participate in a 4-part game program, will involve attending lectures, developing project production plans, and the final presentation around February 2025. At the end, applicants can present their work to game industry stakeholders. Alright. SOFU mentors include developers such as Flame Bear Games, Tomoka Miya, and Room 6 Inc. Representative Director Masashi Kimura. Developer Takaki Chijo noted on social media, this accelerator is the first of its kind from Japanese government to support indie game makers. Chijo is also an executive member of the Indie Game Incubator, which is collaborating with the SOFU initiative. Until April 26 to sign up for the program, but only Japanese game makers though. I mean, to be honest, like incubators like that, I don't even know many. Like they usually kind of like, you know, you have some like company, have some experience, they just gonna throw money at you and that's it. And the stuff where they actually, you know, kind of like teach you and lead you all the way through from the beginning to some sort of final product. It's not that many, especially for free. That sounds pretty nice. Alright. I like how they got the whale there, dude. A missed play, 32% of mobile consumers plan to spend less on 2024 in-app purchases. Survey of roughly 2,000 says that publishers will need to create new strategies in the current economy. Oh man, I wonder how much worse those strategies will be. Defined mid-core spenders as people who make in-app purchases for strategy, action shooters, and RPGs. Meanwhile, lucky consumers spend money on social casino games. Oh, I see the different groups there. Right? People spending less, mobile developers also navigating the current economic climate. Changing landscape demands approaches to IAP strategies, urging publishers to explore tailored offers, robust loyalty programs, and new lifecycle marketing channels to encourage sustained player investment in the years ahead. Maybe even more flexibility in adopting these strategies alongside the increasing shift towards direct-to-consumer web shops, which can yield the revenue increases of up to 25% of top publishers. Direct-to-consumer web shops. How will that works with like the mobile gaming and stuff? I'm just gonna like fine-tune the offers for you. GameStop reportedly affected by series of layoffs. Retailer allegedly cited competition from e-commerce firms and low consumer spending as a reason for redundancies. I legitimately like mind-boggled how GameStop is still alive. And not because, you know, it's kind of like the old type of like business or something for the modern digital era, but like in general, it's like for years already there. Like the GameStop is like, you know, like on the verge of bankruptcy, like some crisis management appointed and stuff, you know, and like literally like as long as I do like this gaming news recap, and that's already like over 5 years. Like well, since 6 years soon even, I'm still like across those 6 years, I think we constantly just listen to that. Oh, GameStop, like again, like negative, you know, negative profits. GameStop like took L's. GameStop, you know, like fired people, closed stores, and still, you know, 6 years after, yet we still are here. The latest round of layoffs came as the company published fourth-quarter results, which saw revenue drop to 1.8 billion in 2023 compared to 2.2 billion for the same period the previous year. So they still even pumping like crazy. Ceased operations in Ireland, Switzerland, and Australia, but they still make billions somehow, dude. Like how? How does that work, man? Oh yeah, I guess that was the GameStop fiesta with the stocks that made that. I mean, that was quite the fiesta though, so maybe it did have some positive impact on their survivability. But still, like, dude, ho. Popularium secures $2 million seed funding for next game by Magic the Gathering creator Richard Garfield. Co-founder and former Xbox Live manager Arcaray tells us debut game Chaos Agents will push the boundaries of innovation of game design and economics. Card game, I assume. Isn't it? Auto Battler Royale. Okay, I see. The last person standing rules with auto battling gameplay concept of titles such as Dota Auto Chess and Vampire Survivors. Huh? How is the Vampire Survivors already like auto battler like Dota Auto Chess, for example? Is it actually comparable? I kind of don't really think so. If anything, it should be like, you know, TFT or something, right? Like the team fight tactics and stuff. Dota Auto Chess even kind of dead already, I think, sorta. Especially compared to TFT. So it's another... Yes, the Magic the Gathering creator. Then there is also the Soulforge that I played. That was also someone who was working. Actually, was it him by any chance too? Because I remember the name, sorta. Or was it someone else? Yeah. Soulforge is also Richard Garfield, alright. He's everywhere, dude. What a guy. What a guy. But where he is not, is he's not in Magic the Gathering company, I guess. Phil Spencer wants to see other digital storefronts on Xbox. Xbox boss believes console players would benefit from more options to purchase games. Damn, son. See more digital retailers on the console, such as the Epic Games Store and itch.io. Not Steam, though, by the way. Still no Steam, eh? Consider a history as the Windows company. Nobody would blink twice if I said, hey, when you're using PC, you get to decide the type of experience you have by picking where to buy games. There's real value in that. Subsiding as hardware becomes more challenging in today's world. And I will say, and this may seem too altruistic, I don't know that it's growing the industry. So I think, what are the barriers and what are the things that create friction in today's world for creators and players? And then how can we be a part of opening up that model? But still no Steam though. Still more of a niche stores. Let's see. Misfits Gaming launches a game studio, Misfits Interactive. Studio currently has several titles in production. So it's like the esports guys, right? Wasn't that? Luis Casanova, damn, what a last name. Been appointed as head of Interactive to lead the studio. Casanova has decades of experience working for Microsoft, Mojang, and Sega. Forge new relationships between creators, gamers, and developers. Through collaboration and partnership, our mission is not just to entertain, but to cultivate new and lasting relationships with the next generation of players everywhere. Yeah, I think it is the Misfits Gaming is the esports team basically. I guess across like different labels, different titles, different games. And now they making. I guess they also kind of have like the content creator signed. Content creators signed. So that again kind of makes sense if you have like the content creator, you know, infrastructure available, becoming like a publisher or developer. That's smart. Alright, where was it? Oh yeah, there it is too. Another one. Sega sells Relic and will cut 240 jobs across UK studios. Creative Assembly, Sega Hardlight, and Sega Europe will be impacted by the changes. 240 job cuts are across Creative Assembly and Sega Europe. Creative Assembly suffering, but Relic is gone from their fold. We need to streamline, focus on what we are good at, and position ourselves as best we can for the road ahead. And in order to do that, we need to respond to the changing economic landscape and the challenges we are facing and the way we develop our products and bring them to market. There it is. Did they, after that, also like fired a bunch of people from Relic? Or Relic didn't get that yet? But that was on the Gearbox, because this week was like a couple of big ones. Gearbox got, as soon as they got, you know, bought by Take-Two, insta layoffs. A Relic, I guess not exactly. Well, I guess Relic also becoming independent though, so they're not being bought by someone else, so maybe they're not gonna be laying off that much. Hard to say though. Relic didn't fire anyone, alright. Almost 30,000 people visited GDC 2024. Over 1,000 speakers and 325 exhibitors attended the show. That's impressive. Last year is 28,000. Like, I guess like just like the random people can no point going there. We're gratified to witness firsthand as aspiring developers and veteran game makers convened to share their knowledge and ambitions to create amazing games that we will enjoy in the years ahead. It's like actually, you know, basically devs, 30,000. That's insane, dude, Because outside of like all those like panels, lectures and stuff, there's sort of like nothing really else to do, I guess. Oh man, let's go. That's one of my favorite topics here. Definitive primer for publishers and developers on striking deals with influencers. Aha, let's see. 5 influencer marketing strategies and how to identify good offers from bad ones. Let's see. Let's see. 5 key strategies. Alright. Know when your game is ready. Qualifying your own game and knowing when it's ready for influencers to set you both up for success. Basic qualifiers are: does your game have an upcoming beat, launch, DLC, and so on? How are you incentivizing paid, organic, or earned engagement? Can your budget hit your goals? Setting budgets. Ask yourself which influencers can you afford and what deliverables can you achieve with that budget. Your influencer marketing budget should reflect your overall objectives, whether performance-driven, clicks and conversions, or awareness-focused, views and engagement. Common goals and KPIs can guide your budgeting decisions, determine whether you are prioritizing. Cost per view, a cost per viewer hour. That's kind of like what I usually try to. Genre takeover. Appearing higher in the Twitch directory. Yeah, that's when I guess you just kind of like sponsor everyone. I think for that you need to like basically like drop millions, literally, just to appear high enough in Twitch directory to matter. I think you need to drop like a shitload, because I think everything that is not, you know, like first line, pretty much, maybe second line, no one's gonna notice. I think people just, unless it's people who are already looking for it, but like then you don't need to go ham that much. Earn engagement, website visits, pre-orders or purchases. There are many nuances to calculating this, but as a starting point, you can multiply a streamer's average viewership by 2. Keep in mind, however, that streamers with larger followings will be in the 5-figure range. They probably will. And multiply streamers' average viewership by 2 to achieve a what? For Twitch streams, the industry standard to calculate payment is called cost per viewer hour. Yep. This is when you pay for one viewer to watch a stream for 1 hour, extrapolated based on average viewership. For YouTube or short-form content like TikTok, you will look at cost per view. Some general measures. 1.53 on Twitch. Damn, son. It's time to update, man. I still kind of thought it's like the 1 is the standard still. Damn, son. I'm lowballing myself then. To be honest, there's not that much going on for that. Not to mention, like, when they offer you, usually, like, was with Dying Light, oh, they lowballing you hard, dude. And 5 cents on YouTube awards. 2 cents on short form. Dude, that's insane, though. Like, that much of it, like, the difference is, like, non-existent with, like, the YouTube pretty much long-format video and the shorts. Like, the shorts, like, I can post the short from my little VOD channel that is completely dead, right? And some of them can just, like, hit, like, 3 or more thousand, no problems. Like, sometimes, not always, right? I don't know, like, maybe, like, 20% can hit, like, 1,000 or something, and, let's say like 10% can get like few thousands. So pretty much, I mean, yeah, it ain't that much, but like still, it's like way easier, I feel, than getting like your like the YouTube long format video to take off, because also shorts take like no time to, like, you know, make basically most of the time. Way easier. Then the difference is not that much. Number of deliverables you would like from an influencer should be part of the budget. Each deliverable you're asking for will incur its own costs. Deciding how many deliverables to include really depends on the game, the KPIs, the type of content available from the game, and the lead time available to outreach creators for specific things. Company's goal is to get within the top 5 games on Twitch, for example. Having simple deliverables makes it easier to align more creators to go live at a given time. Creators are also more likely to participate with a campaign that is straightforward, allows them creative freedom, and involves a process that makes it seem less like an ad and more like regular content. I mean, obviously, yeah. There's always room to negotiate, but be realistic. As a brand, there are questions to ask yourself before reaching out to creators. You should set your KPIs and gather data on the creators you are considering working with. How much will you spend for X amount of views, clicks? Does this creator content align with your brand? Well, does this creator's sponsored content perform? Do you have backup creators in case this creator doesn't work out? Initial steps are crucial in determining whether a rate is reasonable and preparing for negotiations. Also help educate creators and build better relationships. Both parties can agree on a rate that meets the brand's KPI goals and provides a reasonable return on investment. It's okay to walk away. Most creators understand this is a business and every brand has different objectives. Creators are usually open to negotiations, but sometimes they can be firm and the rate are, quote, significantly higher than anticipated. It's a sign that it's time to look for another creator. Creators and agencies understand that budget is finite and sometimes you need to work with what you have. You can always position yourself for success by giving your best offer. True. Understanding what informs a premium rate, platform restrictions, mobile, PS5 only, etc. Any level of risk to creators' brand or reputation. Well, yeah, if you want to sponsor with some gambling shit, probably. A new versus established IP. Kind of not sure if there's that much of a importance there. The rigidity of requirements, for instance, limiting creative freedom. But I guess, yeah, if you demand like some like weird shit, like, you know, like every like 20 minutes you need to shout out like that or say this, then probably, yeah, that would be, that's just kind of like way too like tricky even to remember that stuff, let's put it that way. Tight timelines, asking for usage rights. Asking for usage rights I think is not too bad though. Tight timelines might be annoying though. Knowing when to move on. Contracting pitfalls. Sponsoring content creators to advertise your game is essential to understand what works and what doesn't. If audiences realize that a segment, stream, or video is sponsored, they're less likely to engage with it positively. I mean, depends. To avoid being perceived as a sellout, it is essential to allow creators to create content that aligns with their style and meets their audience's expectation. Well, the Bulwark was perfect for that, for sure. Beforehand, research potential talent and understand what to expect from them during the sponsored segment. Don't be surprised if a creator known for being objective points out any pitfalls your game might have. Absolutely. Best sponsored content aligns with creator regular style and is essential to show the audience that your game is fun instead of merely telling them. Therefore, it is crucial to contract creators and outline your goals in the brief beforehand so that everyone is on the same page. No, there wasn't anything crazy for the brief though. Like the main thing was pretty much to like showcase the Twitch integration, which I mean I wanted myself. Like I needed to do it like for an hour. I mean I did it for the whole segment because I mean why not? Power creators with creative freedom, set them for success, ensuring they hit major talking points. To meet your KPIs, make specific requests such as requiring a panel image in the stream description with a tracking link to the game page hyperlinked. For some reason didn't need that this time. Having each creator use the same hashtags throughout the social post to help drive awareness. That was the case. Giving creators simple yet tactical calls to actions that drive home what you want audiences to take away from the content. I kind of got like freedom to basically like make my own stuff. In terms of like, you know, the wording on things. If maximizing views is a priority, allow creators to go live during their peak viewership times to maximize reach. Yes. Or if reaching the top 5 on Twitch is the priority, contract all creators to go live within a specific time range to boost your game up the charts. And for that, I do think you need to like spend like... I don't think a lot of games basically can afford that nowadays. To boost it that hard on Twitch to go in like the very top, because otherwise I do think it's pointless, honestly. Because I don't think a lot of people go on Twitch and just kind of like, you know... Like, let's see. Let's do this way and this way. Do you often browse it that way? I'm pretty sure you just go like following most of the time. And then going down here is like, even back when I was watching Twitch, I barely was doing that really. Sometimes out of curiosity, I guess, you know, just like what's happening, you know. Anything new there or something. Which I guess they did add this thing. Maybe we'll see some. Yeah, they did add this like new thing on the banner that is kind of hard to see also. I think it was a little more visible before. It's like I don't think a lot of people actually kind of like browse it that way. Unless you get like here somewhere. If you get like somewhere in the top, then yeah. Maybe then. Otherwise, I don't think it's worth actually trying to push for that. Well, I guess in general it's kind of nice to kind of like, yeah, like more people, you know, on the same time to play that stuff and everything, because there is also like, even though I would say it maybe would be more like smart to kind of like have a little difference. So there's like overlap of different content creators, but there is also like some like frame of like, I don't know, like 5 hours like of content creators doing 2-hour segments. So like people, you know, who are watching one, and if they want to continue watching the game, they can just move to another one, for example. But yeah, like the allow creators to go live during the peak viewership, that's really good. That is really good. That was kind of like part of the issue first when they sent me the bulwark. Like, well, you needed to be like live and like 8 p.m. CET or something. And I'm like, guys, like at 8 p.m. CET, like I'm not gonna be able to, you know, provide you with those averages that you probably kind of, you know, liked seeing in my stats. At 8 p.m. CET, I'm not gonna have that. But then when it was already, we were talking like further, it was already, yeah, sure, you can like whenever you want, as long as it's like weekend basically. But that was kind of lucky because they just, I guess, game was doing good, so they decided to kind of like add extra like sponsored segments, because initially they actually were trying to do the push for like the game release on Steam. And that's when I didn't go through, because yeah, I said like in the evening I'm not gonna be able to get like 50 average or something. Don't expect it in the evening. And then for the weekend they were like, yeah, sure, pick any time that is good for you. Be a good partner. Transparency and flexibility go a long way, and leaving your creators with a positive experience will make an impact. Through all stages of engaging with influencers and their management, it pays off in the long run to be realistic and generous with your time. While producing creative content pieces, lead time and preparation is everything. Be adaptable. Technology issues, server issues, game delays, expect the unexpected. Follow through, invest in your community, your top performance, and lay the foundation for long-term partnerships. Yeah, I think that I think is quite important though. Effective influencer partnerships are about more than just transactions. They're about forging authentic, mutually beneficial relationships. Being strategic, adaptable, and respectful can leverage these collaborations to amplify your game's reach and brand sentiment within the gaming community. Collaborating with agencies can be an advantageous option if bringing someone onto your team to manage influencer relations isn't currently viable. But however you approach working with influencers for future activations, keeping these best practices in mind is key to designing the effective promotional campaign primed to deliver results while also developing long-lasting business relationships you can return to for future titles. Yeah, just need to, like, you know, not to lowball. Like, if you have good games especially, like, bro, people will be happy to play. If you don't want to go, obviously, for, like, some huge ones, right, that already, like, have plenty of offers. Like, yeah, like, you offer something like Bulwark, I don't know, like, Thaumaturge or something like this, you know, to me, like, bro, I'm on it. I'm on it. Good stuff, I'll take. Maybe even a little low bowling that would be kind of fine, you know. If it's a really good game, I wouldn't mind. Like on this one, like I don't think I can tell the numbers, but like yeah, I lowballed myself hard. Especially looking at these numbers now that people are already going for like what $1.5, like $3 per viewer per hour. Like oof. The big lowball, dude. Huh? Sponsors for Boomerathon games, yeah. Someone suddenly decided to get some back catalog pumped, you know. I get some old stuff going. No, like with games like that, like dude, I would be happy, absolutely. Even if it would be like a little less than average and stuff. Like, but the games are good. I don't mind. The games are bad, then like even average, I'm like I had already all these like some Pipiega energy, dude. I want to be our partner. We can sponsor you. Send you all our Pipiega energy and everything. Just, like, I don't even answer those. Some are like really persistent. Like I have one like service. It's the service I think that like does like alerts and donations for streamers. Like, bro, like I have one. I mean, it kind of sucks, but like, you know, I have one, and I'm pretty sure like the market right now already has really good offers that are like trustworthy, that are tested, right? And you come with some random ones like, yo, dude, you can earn money with your stream. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, man? I'm like streaming for 6 years. I didn't even know, man. And then there's like 6 emails or something. Like it's like one, then like, oh, it's a follow-up. Oh, yeah, it's another one. It's me again. And then like I think the last one was already, my last attempt to actually, you know, like get your attention. I'm like, dude, you lost my attention on the first one already. You know, with follow-ups also, the more usually they try, like the more annoying it is. Like I really dislike that, especially when they like try in the way to kind of like, you know, to get some sort of answer from you or something. Like I don't like that. Like one follow-up is fine because sometimes you can forget, sometimes you can miss something. Like I usually like don't really miss, I tend to forget sometimes. Like I kind of like, you know, like you check some email, right, about some like offer, some game, and you kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna answer when I have time because I'm like busy right now. And then you already kind of like, you know, scroll down like to some other emails and stuff, and you just kind of like later after some time, oh shit, I wanted to do that. That happens. So some like one follow-up is all right, but like when they go already like follow-up for the follow-up, bro. And another ones that I hate the most with passion, I think, it's like those that are like linking, like sending you email. Oh, we have like some offer for you. Good if they at least like tell what kind of company and stuff they are, right? And like, oh, you can like click my like link to like Calendly or something and book an appointment, book a meeting, book a call or something. Fuck no, bro. First of all, I don't need that call. Like, why? Just like write me here. That's it. Simple as, man. I hate that shit. Like calls, meetings, like, bro. Understand you kind of like, you know, want to create the illusion of, you know, doing some important business shit, but like I didn't sign up. I didn't sign up for that. Don't respect your time. Yeah, it's kind of like you can book an appointment with me, like when like basically it's like the app Calendly, right? I guess I haven't actually clicked once. I just assumed from the name, right? Where you just kind of like they set their calendar, right? And you can just like click and pick some time there, like their time when they can, right? That kind of works for you. Like, bro, I don't want that shit whatsoever. Like, you can send me everything like that. That's why I like emails also, is like, you know, any business communication, just send me everything. I will look into it. I like it, I will answer. I don't like it, I'm not gonna answer. The most I hate is like all other group that I hate is like when they like DM you like on Instagram or something. Like, dude. And some of them also just DM you, you know, in a way like, hi. All right, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna start that conversation with you right now. Uh-huh. Dislike that stuff. Dislike that stuff. I mean, when I was working with websites, and I had a lot of that shit. Like, oh, you need to, like, you know, you need to, like, get here in our office, and we're gonna, like, discuss that stuff. Bruh. Like, why? And I was back then, like, we were, like, in the summer house with friends, working on, like, their website for them and stuff, and they're like, oh, we need to, like, to do some, like, changes and stuff. All right, sure, like, send me. No, let's call first. You call, you talk, and then you like an idiot listening and like writing it down what they tell you, right? And then at some point it's like, oh yeah, you better like come visit. Why? And then I go visit there, and from summer house that was quite the visit, quite the drive, like, you know, with the traffic and stuff especially. And you actually like get there, and yeah, it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, like sit down to this like chair. Oh, you want some coffee and stuff, like bring coffee, you know. And then you just talk about stuff, and again, like in the end, it's like, well, can you like send me, you know, all you want in like, you know, in the written form, so I remember and I have, you know, the list that I can follow. Yeah, we're gonna send it. Dude, like, why couldn't you do it in the first place? Like, it was just like a waste of time, absolutely. But everyone's important. Like, yeah, visited. They were like the mattress factory, basically. Like, yeah, we were like, here we're making the mattresses. Here we do this stuff. Here we do that stuff. And this is my office. This is my secretary, you know. And like, yeah, like I just like my respect towards you is growing right now. Hate that shit. Hate that shit. The best one is like, yeah, you just kind of like, all right, we're a company like that. We do this. Here's, you know, our offers. Here's, you know, like prices, whatever, anything. Just like answer if you're interested. Done. If there was no answer in a few days, like send one like follow-up. Yo, it's us again. We just, in case like, you know, it, like in the spam or something, here's another email. Sorry. And then just disappear. If they're not answering you, they don't want to work with you. So yeah, that I dislike. That I really dislike. I don't know. There are restructures around 3 genres: RPG, narrative adventure, and action adventure, named as 3 pillars, and firm clarifies the reshuffle didn't result in layoffs. Yeah, you know, I do think when it's like, yeah, like this, like, oh, let's get the meeting, let's get the call, or they try to message you, you know, kind of like the casual sort of conversation on, you know, like social media pretty much, like, or like messengers and stuff. It's just that they are trying to like kind of like push you in, like in the direction of the taking positive decision towards them, because of this kind of like when you like in person interaction with someone, right? It's kind of like, you know, just like telling them to fuck off basically just kind of feels wrong, right? Especially if you like polite person and stuff. It's kind of the same as like the phone marketers, right? If they start talking, like you just, the only option is just basically to like drop it completely, like because you can't even plug the word in. They just kind of like start, you know, working you fully. That's why I avoid that always. It's not even like it's kind of like pressuring you into saying yes, because it's harder for you to say no since there is already like conversation going on the personal level. So you kind of just feel, you know, kind of mean, I guess, you know, to just tell them to fuck off. It's kind of like more pressure on you, especially if it's like with the voice call, right? Like it's way harder gonna be for you to just say like, nah, I'm not interested, because you say, nah, I'm not interested, they're like, but wait, and all that stuff, and you just kind of like, yeah, but I'm not you're gonna end up kind of being mean by just like stopping the call or something, because if it's like it's an annoying person, they're gonna just like, they never stop. Determining how competent you are and how little they can offer you. To be honest, most of them are not that smart. To be honest. I think it's like literally whenever I see those, then like my Twitter DMs or something, I just ignore that. Like I have an email, you can write me an email. That's it. And I don't even say that. Like if they couldn't find my email, then they usually do. Like there was one day, like we're trying my DMs on Twitter for a while, like multiple times. But then they started email already too. And then the email also they did like 3 times, I think, or something. And none of those had like the real offer. I usually see from like the name, from the email, I see what kind of company, right? What kind of website and stuff. I go there, I see what they do. And unless I like really interested, I'm not even gonna answer, because like, yeah. Nope. There were no layoffs and don't nod following this reorganization. In 2023, we witnessed an exceptional year of content featuring a multitude of high-quality games, encompassing both small and large-scale innovative titles. Simultaneously proved to be a challenging period for the industry at large. Alright, it's like the corpus speech again. Yeah, anything about like the banishers or something? No, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like there was anything about it, really. Well, a lot of services, like you can see that it's like someone starting, you know, something. Like, a lot of people trying some startups and stuff, and obviously it's easier to like. A lot of smaller streamers, they are way more like flexible with that stuff. Like you can see mostly like all the cool innovative stuff usually is at the small streamers. Like I'm not exactly one of them, right? I'm not doing like some like insane like point redemptions and stuff like some people do, right? Like some streamers and it's mostly small ones. Like the only like big stream I guess I can say that does like a lot of like different tech stuff is actually fucking Quinn. I think Quinn does like some insane text. Well, not him probably, right? But he's like moderators and assistants. They do some like dang stuff for his stream. Other than that, like smaller streamers just kind of like more flexible and always kind of like looking for some sort of like, you know, like new cool thing that might be an addition to their channel. So they are more willing to add some of those. But yeah, a lot of those are just kind of like, yeah, not that good. But probably some people still find some niches for those. So yeah, they do be contacting like smaller streamers just because yeah, it's cheaper not because they are so like, you know, greedy, but because they just don't have the budget for that shit. Even though like the greedy part also might be true, but yeah, they usually, you can see that it's like some startups mostly. Actually, big greedy ones, they are not even contacting you most of the time. Alrighty, Axel, alrighty. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Thunderful is selling head up for 500k. Alrighty, Axel, alrighty. Thank you for watching, man. Thank you, sir. See you tomorrow. Head up founder and CEO to buy back studio. Damn, another one. Another one buying back. Acquired head up for 11 million in 2021. Holy shit, dude. Not stonks. Bought it for 11 million, now selling it for 500k. Yep. Not stonks at all, dude. What the devs are known for? Like head up is not that crazy. Like I can't really recall all the names. There was the Truberbrook, I think, was their stuff that wasn't super successful. Like I don't think they had like some giga bangers there. I think it probably says here. Yeah, they were working apparently on the unannounced game based on world-renowned IP. Damn, son, I wonder what was that. I wonder what was that. Did they actually mention here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, the Bridge Constructor series, adventure game Truberbrook, there it is. An epic mega grant funded action game Pumpkin Jack. Yeah, the Bridge Constructor. A Bridge Constructor, I mean, I guess I kind of know and prefer Polybridge, really. Bridge Constructor, we actually played one, the Walking Dead one, I think. That one is kind of alright, I guess. But yeah, they just kind of like not like they at some point like I wasn't there. Yeah, Polybridge I think is even bigger too. Like I wasn't their like mailing list for some time, even though it was like a weird mailing list because they never were offering keys. It was just kind of like news what they're publishing and posting, and I'm like, well, okay, sure, bro. Like, all right, cool, good for you, man. And then they stopped even that too. And yeah, like all the titles and stuff mostly were like not super poga. So like buying that for 11 mil just to sell now for 500k. Yep, that doesn't sound like some good business. It Takes Two moves 16 million units. Damn, son. There's a lot of units, man. Might write it off as losses, I guess. Could be. Could be. So it takes to 16 billions, dude. Not bad. Not bad. Helldivers 2 tops US UK revenue charts for February. Sony's PC and PS5 co-op shooter posted 12th highest monthly active users total in its debut month. Not bad. Damn, Fortnite in the first place though. What the fuck? Wait, is it by amount of players or revenue charts? Oh, you get Roblox and stuff too. Did you get some sort of information how to count the revenue for those? See the Jedi. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 3, and Warzone 2.0. Oh, by monthly active users, I guess, yeah. Oh, yeah, top 24 by monthly active users. True. Alright, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Damn, Helldivers is not even that crazy high there. Yeah, see Overwatch 1 and 2. I like that. That shit's still alive. That shit's still alive. Not even that far from Apex, for example. Insane. That had more than Helldivers. I mean, it's free, so that's quite expected, sorta. But still. Alright, let's see. Ben Studios' next game could be a live service title. Oh yeah, man, that sounds so good. Ben Studio, developer of Days Gone and creator of Siphon Filter franchise, working on a game behind closed doors that the world knows very little about. There have been tidbits of information surfaced in the form of rumors over the years, such as the claim that in development title is being built with Guerrilla's Decima engine, but it has almost nothing concrete. Here, Kirello. Seriously, let's see. No, I mean, the thing is, like, it never really left it, though. That's the thing. It's like, it's as usual, kind of, you know, trendy to shit on Overwatch, but, like, that shit's still, like, you know, still alive. It's constantly, like, every month, I think it's still somewhere, kind of, like, in top, you know, 10 on Twitch and everything. It's still there. Still there. Despite all their failures and stuff, it's still the same. Recently, job listings surfaced online that made numerous references to a live service game being developed at Ben Studio. A vacancy at the studio for a lead project manager, and Ben is asking that they are experienced in the realms of live service titles. They haven't released anything for a while, right, after Days Gone, so that might be something already kinda, you know, more soonish maybe. Cassette Beasts getting a mobile release, multiplayer coming May 20th. Damn, Cassette Beasts is pumping actually. Cassette Beast is pumping. Showcase there even. Insane. Also revealed the crossover in the works. The Pokemon likes. Gear is right. I mean, that was the case for years. That was the case for years, I think. I had to shit on Overwatch for a while. But yeah, that shit is actually alive. Despite all the bad decisions and bad things happening, it's still alive. And I think that's part of the reason why this like Marvel Rivals whatever thing is being developed too, because you know they wouldn't clone a dead game. That's pointless. Especially since they're not even like really trying to kind of like alleviate the issues that Overwatch has, right? They still focus on like PvP stuff. They don't mention like, oh, we also have PvE, for example. Like they literally go in for like the Overwatch clone. And that means, you know, they're not dumb. They're not gonna clone something that is, you know, dead already. Let's see, did I say? Cyberpunk 2077 free trial is coming to Xbox and PlayStation this week. Damn, you can play some. Well, it's already gonna be over soon though. But you could try some of that Cyberpunk then for free. Mass Effect 5. Then we had Mass Effect 4 being created by Trilogy veterans. User commented on Mass Effect 5 leadership team. Well, I mean, I know Andromeda, but it's not Mass Effect 4 really though. Stressing that almost the entire thing is made up of original Trilogy veteran devs, but some users were doubtful. By way of response, Michael Gamble stepped up and confirmed that the executive producer, art director, creative director, and game director are all veterans of OG Trilogy. People consider Andromeda 4. Well, sometimes with some spin-offs and stuff, people do, I guess, sorta. Until, like, you know, kind of, you wouldn't say, like, New Vegas was Fallout 4, right? Technically. Especially when Fallout 4 was actually out after, it makes it even more dumb, right? But I don't remember people calling it Fallout 4 whatsoever, and it's just kind of like, if it's a spin-off and stuff, then why? Phil Spencer has described his dream Xbox handheld. Is he spoiling again something? There's a lot of rumors already. I want my Lenovo Legion Go to feel like an Xbox. I'm on the airplane and I have this list of everything that makes it not feel like an Xbox. Forget about the brand, more like are all my games there? Do all my games show up with the saves that I want? I want to be able to boot into Xbox app in a full screen but in a compact mode. And all of my social experiences are there. Like, I want it to feel like the dash of my Xbox when I turn on the television. The Xbox social stuff. Anyone using that shit? Never kind of really understood that. I guess people use Steam stuff too. Hey, good then, hello. See, Steve, I see. Speaking of Fallout, Fallout 76 missing feature is driving the head of Xbox crazy. Damn, son. Is the feel molding still? Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, is the latest Fallout fan to stress his irritation at the lack of these mechanics in game. Crossplay. Ah, I see, okay. Yep, crossplay still not there. All my games there, all my games show up with the saves files that I want. I'll tell you one game that doesn't right now. Same article twice, yeah. Just this time they continued, I guess, the sentence. It's driving me crazy. It's Fallout 76. It doesn't have cross-save. True. Oh, so he actually, like, on the plane and stuff, he plays fucking 76. On his Lenovo Legion Go. Keep not performing well either. Yeah, I'm not sure if they still kind of even trying to do something with performance there. I feel they kind of gave up doing anything about it. Due raises, yeah. Publishers worried about supporting Xbox moving forward, report claims. Damn, son. A new report from the head of game industry, Chris Dring, The other thing I heard it from a very prominent company, and one not so prominent, was Xbox's performance in Europe is just flatlining. You can follow our monthly coverage in the games market and you can see that Xbox sales are falling, and it's been falling and all throughout last year, and it's falling even harder this year. The phrase one major company who released a big game last year said was, "I don't know why we bothered supporting it." I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like, Xbox already just kind of like, you know, tradition probably. Like, as a platform, it's not competitive with anything else, really. Well, except of being like the cheap Game Pass mode. That's the only thing. And I mean, that is actually good for us though, right, as PC gamers, because if Xbox would return the exclusives again, then it would be kind of bad. Even though, like, back in the day, they didn't really have those strong exclusives that I would, like, consider buying Xbox. Like, what was back in the day, like, an exclusive? Like, Halo, Gears of War. Like, I don't give a shit, dude. I can live without those just fine. But it's better to not have that. Tencent making a mobile game is inspired by Palworld, the report says. Combine open world survival and crafting elements with the nurture of virtual pets. Damn, son. For that mobile, I want to make that faster, probably than like Palworld get some sort of mobile going. Condemned to? I can't even remember what game is that, to be honest. Alright. Phil Spencer says Activision layoffs were due to lack of growth and need for profits. Well, at least he's honest. It's a little bit of both, but I'll say the thing that has the most concern for the industry is the lack of growth. When you have an industry that is projected to be smaller next year in terms of players and dollars, and you get a lot of publicly traded companies that are in the industry that have to show their investors growth, because why else does somebody own a share of someone's stock if it's not going to grow? The side of the business that then gets scrutinized is the cost side, because if you are not going to grow the revenue side, then the cost side becomes challenged. We're a business, I've said over and over, I don't get any luxury of not having to run a profitable growing business inside of Microsoft. And we are that today, but just across the industry, you mentioned it, and in sitting here at GDC, I reflect on the friends of mine in the industry that have been displaced and lost their jobs, and how just I don't want this industry to be a place where people can't with confidence build a career. Iguako, hello. How we doing, man? So that's why I keep pivoting back to how does this industry get back to growth. But to your question, for us at Xbox or any of the teams that are out there, it is really an outcome of an industry that is not growing. It can grow and it will grow again, but you see this time right now, then the implications have human impact, and we should all reflect on that and think about it. How's it going, Guako? Let's see. A Lost Ark developer Smilegate closing down Barcelona studio, it's claimed. Yeah, Lost Ark kinda, I think, not really doing that, you know, well. Level designer Miles Kervin said that today marked the last day of Smilegate Barcelona. They did thank Smilegate though for being supportive and giving the devs their PCs and monitors. Damn son, the generosity. Lost Ark not doing that well then, eh? Crossfire series. I mean, the original Crossfire is still huge though. Could be still, could be. No Man's Sky launches major orbital update. Another one. Holy shit. Complete overhaul to space stations. Space stations' interiors received redesign and expansion. On top of that, they also became procedurally generated and vary dramatically from station to station. Orbital focuses on an area of the game which has remained largely unchanged since No Man's Sky launched 5 years ago. It's an aspect which every player encounters almost every time they embark on a new adventure, the ever-present space stations. It has been a vibrant and much frequented feature of every No Man's Sky star system and are a bustling destination for trade, equipment upgrades, missions, fast travel around the universe, and endearing yourself to the locals. Disassemble starships in order to salvage parts for use elsewhere. New fleet missions, improved guild rewards, space station base parts, and a lot more. They be still pumping, and another free one too, by the way. Insane, dude, eh? Focus. Yeah, a little bit left, but you should have did a little. Metal Hellsinger VR announced by Funcom. That's on VR. Wonder how that will go. Since you need to do it all in rhythm and everything. Sega workers become a first major gaming company to ratify a union contract. Damn, son. A new contract will cover about 150 employees, both temporary and full-time, within the company's marketing and other departments at its Southern California offices. Most notable items is our grievance process. There's extra security knowing we have in place a system for bringing issues to the table, such as arguing just cause in a potential layoff. Unionizing feels good. That feels really good, man. First images of a white Xbox Series X all digital leaked online. Damn, son, the discless Series X. How powerful are those? How powerful? I mean, how popular are those? With PlayStation and stuff, I think still a lot of people trying to get the disc version, just because you still can get some discs pretty cheap. So, yeah, why not? Monster Hunter Wilds possibly coming Q1 2025, it is claimed. And the biggest game Capcom ever attempted. Yeah, after performance of Dragon's Dogma, you better. No, apparently a rumors already got denied. Alright. That was fast. That was fast. That was fast. The days of physical media. I don't really miss them for convenience, not gonna lie. Like, imagine right now if I would also need to travel with also a bunch of like CDs and everything. That would be quite the fiesta. So I do like digital. That I do like. But what's good about the physical stuff still is that, yeah, you can get some good offers on those, still better than digital. And I mean collectors. I like collectors when I, could store them somewhere, I guess, and had money to buy them. That's the excessive I see. Huh? Well, that's why the launch wasn't that successful for the game. Hello, sir. That's why the launch wasn't that successful back then. Dragon's Dogma? Why do you need that? Dragon's Dogma nuts? Nintendo making layoffs as first-party schedule slows. Damn. Nintendo with layoffs. Ah, it's Nintendo of America. Ah, I see. 100 testers will be dismissed from the company, including testers with over 10 years of experience. Ah, yes, classic, dude. Huh? You see Nintendo, but that's not the actual Nintendo, alright. Nintendo Japan just can't do it like that, yeah. Yeah, there's obviously testers again, dude. Like, I'm always finding it funny, like, in the years of, like, the shittiest fucking releases ever, probably. With so many bugs, performance issues and stuff. They laying off, like, you know, quality assurance stuff. Like, dude. How worse can it get then? ArenaNet possibly returning to develop Guild Wars 3. Loosely translated, they said that ArenaNet has a meaningful IP called Guild Wars, and after Guild Wars 2, they are currently working on Guild Wars 3. Important to note that this was only translated, so it's unclear if ArenaNet is actually in active development of the game. But at the very least, the statement does seem to confirm that Guild Wars 3 is on the way. Further, it suggests that NCSoft approves of ArenaNet returning in some capacity. NCSoft has not announced anything officially at this time. Guild Wars 2 released in 2022. Huh? What? Just hoping for Guild Wars 4, yeah. On Steam, I guess, yeah. Still. And let it rest. Yeah, if that's gonna be the new one, I would hope on. Old one, eventually I kinda maybe would, but with new one, that would be a good excuse, As long as it's not, you know, like Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2 type of thing, but like, you know, the proper stuff. CD Projekt updates game pipeline and dev count. Yes, Dave, yeah. NCSoft's Gold Cow? Fuck no. I mean, they probably make some, but that is absolutely super far from like whatever their like mobile MMOs are farming, I'm pretty sure. The state of play, let's see. 64% of developers are focused on Polaris, the next game in the Witcher franchise. 627 developers told working across Cyberpunk, Polaris, Orion, Sirius, Hadar, and other projects. Nothing is in development at CD Projekt. Instead, most of the company's projects are in the pre-production or concept phases. A new IP that will be developed by CD Projekt Red is in the IP concept phase, while Orion, the next Cyberpunk game, and The Witcher remake are both in the concept phase. Oh damn, that's gonna be taking a while still. As you read it, I say. Just 17 developers are still working on Cyberpunk 2077 in some capacity. Final major updates rolled out for the open world ranks to reach its title a week ago. Still plenty of players that will need supporting until the game dies out. Yeah, the Polaris is in pre-production. As is Sirius, the multiplayer-focused title set in the same universe. I wonder how long will it take. Only 20 developers are working to flesh out the IP concept for Hadar, which is CDPR's most mysterious game. Mysterious. Let's see. The GTA 6 delay isn't what you think, eh? Last week, Gaming World was up in arms when a report from Kotaku claimed that GTA 6 was at risk of being delayed into 2026 due to development allegedly falling behind. This leads to Take-Two Interactive shares dropping and panic setting in on social media. After Kotaku report went live, I asked around a number of sources close to the game's development. Each one that spoke said the game was on schedule, and that any suggestion of GTA 6 delay at this point in development is pure conjecture. 3 days later, the outlet corrected their story by adding that while early 25 was at one point possible, it's no longer the target for GTA 6 launch. With the game's release being so far out, talk of delay made little to no sense to those asked. Rockstar is moving forward with the game, including a return to office mandate to get the game to hit 2025 release date. In fact, there hasn't been anything to suggest, according to those who spoke on conditions of anonymity, that the game is falling behind in any way at this point. I mean, they're probably gonna just like crunch everyone like crazy if they are forcing everyone back to offices. Schreier mentions that while there is a possibility of the game falling out of 2025, there is no way to know for sure that will happen 21 months from now. He adds that thousands of people are working on the game, many of in their own silos, where they are writing code for weather physics or recording actual performances or hunting for bugs on the streets of fake Miami. Schreier added, which corroborates what sources have said, for now there is no indication that anything significant has changed. Crunching big time, potentially. Pokemon Go reportedly growing. Major features coming later this year. Damn, still going. 10th anniversary already, holy shit. Been some time. Continue to deliver huge major features, and we have several lined up for later this year. 10 years already, holy dude. Been some time. Pokemon Go is still there, yeah. X-Defined announces a new server test session, confirms delay. Damn, I already forgot this game even. Finishing preparation for a 12-hour server test session that will be worldwide on PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Goal of this test is to stress our servers and get critical data to prepare us for launch. Is where we need your help to test our servers as much as possible, and as always, feedback on the experience is important to us. Sony Gaming reported yesterday on the internal struggles on the X-Defined studio and the Ubisoft San Francisco project, which included a toxic work culture, crunch, and years of delays. Damn, son. A report followed a report on March 23rd, which revealed that the game will be missing its Q4 deadline, and the game is planned to have a new public test to stress test the servers. In response to our report, the Ubisoft spokesperson said, "We take claims seriously and are committed to the well-being and inclusivity of all our team members. Preventive approach includes promoting standards of respect and civility, awareness, and training." Okay, corpus speech. CSA. Still delayed. Killed after max 1 year. Could be. Oh yeah, my favorite there. Putin wants Russia to make its own gaming consoles. Yeah, cool story, bro. Creating such a system from scratch will take up to 10 years, dude. That will take forever, especially if they want to run on their own parts and everything. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. I really doubt it. He be a gamer, yeah. No competence in the country to create such an ecosystem. Yep, and no technology, no resources, nothing. The thing is, like, it's gonna be, like, it's actually gonna be very sad because they're just gonna get scammed by, like, a bunch of PPGs. Well, a bunch of, like, smart people, but PPG is gonna get scammed. Because they have, like, the usual thing, yeah? Nowadays, quite often happens, you know, they just like, oh, we just made, you know, like, that and this, and they just, like, pay them a lot of money to keep developing something, and then you just realize that it's just kind of like something bought from China and relabeled or something. Like, some people already in a couple of days already, like, announced that they're working on their own console and stuff and posted the stats of that console. So it's gonna be costing pretty much kind of like PlayStation 5. But yeah, it's gonna be 4 gigs of RAM. It's gonna be like some Intel Atom CPU, no standalone GPU, 64 gigs of, you know, HDD. And people instantly, you know, found the exact fucking device that costs 5 times cheaper on the store already. Not to mention it's trash, right? It's also like super overpriced trash. And that's gonna be the problem again. All those, like, ideas to, like, force, you know, some sort of innovation or something somewhere, when you don't have, like, the basics for it, the base for it, foundation for it, that's just gonna be, like, wasted money as usual. CD Projekt CFO doesn't see microtransactions in single-player games. Is he blind? Or just that he doesn't need it? We do not see a place for microtransactions in the case of single-player games, but we do not rule out that we will use this solution in the future in the case of multiplayer projects. Ah, I see, alright. Single-player they don't want. Alright, we'll see. Yes, right there. Right there, man. PlayStation 2 sold 160 million units, Jim Ryan says. Insane. So it's still like increasing number or something? A best-selling console of all time. Oh yeah, it was the 155 million units, so like 5 more somehow they managed to sell. Insane. People buying some retro consoles, Alright. Yes, this we're gonna be watching the Triple I Showcase. Triple I Games and Studios. 30 plus announcements, no ads, no extra fluff, just games beamed straight into your eyeballs. April 10th, 7 p.m. CST. We gonna be watching that. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's gonna be Wednesday. Alright. Sure. We'll watch that. Wait, Sunday? How is it Sunday? No. April 10th should be Wednesday. I think. At least that's what calendar says. Oh yeah, this one. But the gold rush is over. Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon devs say that big Game Pass and Epic exclusive deals have dried up for indie devs. Not easy to get funding for a new game right now. Yep, fun times, man. Let's see when do I see. Feels bad, man. Still going there. I talked to at least 5 small teams, like 35 members and under during GDC, and they're like, cuts, funding cancelled, the talks that were going on for a year cancelled. Said Casey Yano is co-founder of Slay the Spire Studio Megacrit. It sounds like it's a shit. We're definitely very privileged to be able to self-fund. Otherwise, I would be very, very, very scared right now. Yes, Slay the Spire can afford that probably. Darkest Dungeon was likewise Steam Early Access success. Both games available on PC Game Pass. Though Darkest Dungeon director Chris Burrasa said that Microsoft deals for getting games on Game Pass have come down in scope since the subscription service began. Way down. So has Epic. The gold rush is over. Come from the Northwest Territories. The town I'm from was built on gold. And then they found diamonds further north. Maybe another paradigm shift is waiting for us, but I definitely think the scale of the deals I'm hearing about is significantly diminishes from the big swinging days. Certainly we got our epic deal at the right time. Yeah, the Darkest Dungeon 2. The Darkest Dungeon 2, they got a really good deal, I guess, from Epic to get exclusive there. Let's see, Steve, I see. To help give the indie scene a boost, Red Hook and Megacrit teamed up with Dead Cells DLC studio Evil Empire to put on a triple-I showcase on April 10th. Did it mention the Hooded Horsen? Re? Hellgate Redemption announced for a console and PC. A new game in Hellgate London franchise by original creator, built on Unreal Engine 5. And that's already scary, man. So we'll see how that will go. Codenamed Hellgate Redemption. Undisclosed part of the franchise's alternate history, Demon Apocalypse world. Cloud-based game service. We'll see about that. Is Hellgate really that good? I haven't played it. I can't say. I think it was like quite niche in the end. It's kind of like one of those things that feels way better when you remember about it back then, you know. It might work pretty good though. Like, I feel like there is this, like, trend now with, like, you know, you just kind of bring up something, like, old, and it, like, automatically already gets the boost. Even though, like, a lot of people haven't played that, a lot of people don't know about it, but they kind of, like, get on that hype train of everyone being excited, and everyone, kind of like with Outcast and stuff. Well, Outcast overall didn't go that well, though, right? But, like, still, that got some hype. Some other games too, when it's like, you know, like some old series that people barely like, even Dragon's Dogma, to be honest. Like, it was a very niche game that was not like super successful whatsoever, but they managed to kind of like get like the hype going, mostly I guess kind of like partially because like the content creators too, because a lot of them kind of did play the game and stuff, and they just kind of get hyped and excited about it, and that just kind of like goes over to like the viewership and stuff, and they just kind of like keep, you know, the ball rolling there, I guess. Tomorrow I still finish Thaumaturge. I'm still finishing Thaumaturge. If time left, then yeah,